everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Tonight, we have but we got some more news, thank God. But quickly, let's get right into it, guys. So first, let's say hello to my panel. First, not last, but definitely never here, the House of Collectibles. What's going on, my friend?
I'm always here. First off, what's going on, Fab? Shout out to the stream.
Thank you
Shout
for
out
being
to
here, my
everybody in the
friend.
chat. Thank you for having me.
D-Lo, my friend, what's going on?
Man, chilling, man. You kind of downplaying tonight's episode. This is kind of a big deal. This is the first time we've actually had news break in a while on a Tuesday. So I'm excited about this here.
That is true. It's usually Mondays or like every other day, but Tuesday. So yes, so
I'm happy.
We're having a good. Oh, by the way, guys, I just got 2 emails as we're speaking right now. So Doc Brown is going to be delayed, and so will Loki. It doesn't say which one. It just says Loki. So I'm assuming it's going to be from the Loki show. So I just got those. So delays already. Let's see who's in the chat with us tonight. We got 6 Scale Shenanigans. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Jable's in the house. What's going on, my friend? Payton, what's going on, my friend? Joker J in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Thule, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Said not to be late to class. Unreal. Unbelievable. Figman in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Haven't seen you in a long time, Figman. Thule, get any at the wedding?
Oh yeah, let's start the show with that. Tell us more. Spill the beans.
Yeah, what happened, Thule? What happened? How great was the square dancing that you were doing? Andrea's in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Talia, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Oh, man, you guys are on a roll already. Bobby in the house. Look at this guy spamming the chat as always. Unbelievable. He probably rebooting his dial-up mode. already talking smack. Unreal. This guy.
Oops. Was watching a Hot Toys video there.
Yeah, don't watch X-rated
Turn
stuff.
off the hub, bro. Yeah, exactly. You read my mind. Like, turn off the hub, man.
No. I was actually watching before the stream.
He's got the headphones on with the thing blasting. Unbelievable.
No.
Art of Figures Dimensions, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Slugging16, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Oh, there we go. President Loki, that's what it was. Thank you, Bobby. I was just talking about that, but you told us which one. OG Fan, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Saying hello to the boys. Brandon in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Flavio with less boxes this week.
Always has to be you.
Chris, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Luis in the house with the first DeLorean video. First body swap.
I saw that.
He swapped the body, the chassis, everything. Unbelievable. This guy. The Thor's. This is kind of being his everyday greeting. He always says hello to Local Lou. He's not even here ever. This guy. Unreal. Eric in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Hello to the panel. Let's see. Mark Mitchell, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So, Nefty, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Peyton says there was a few waitlisted figures. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. That's gonna be we're going back on D-Lo's game, so that's gonna be exciting. We're gonna see Thule in the house says hit that like button. Thank you guys. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it, my friend, as always. My DX 21 is in the mail. Ooh, 21. Which one is the 21? Is it this one?
It's the Grogu one.
Yeah, that's what I
thought.
thought.
The Grogu.
How's he getting it shipped already?
In Fabs we trust. Thank you, my friend. Brick for being here. All right, guys. So we're gonna get right into it. Bow. So we get this beauty. All I have to say about this figure, guys, is this thing is beautiful. The figure is immaculate. I have zero complaints on this figure. Look at this face right here. How? Not only is this sexy as hell, but this is bad as mean stare. The eyes, the rolling system, I think came out perfect. I think that, you know, when you move them and you give her these looks here, like to the side, she doesn't look cockeyed. I think they look perfect. I think they were able to at least adjust the eyeballs. You know, look at that. Usually images like these, they look cockeyed. They never look weird. They never look right. They look off. I give this figure a 9.5 out of 10. No complaints on it whatsoever. D-Lo?
Yeah, I would have to take away points because the magnetic base leaves a lot to be desired. So, oh, my bad. We're talking about Hot Toys again. Sorry, I get confused sometimes. I'm getting older.
Well, because you're getting confused because you know that company's over flooding our market with magnets. So
Exactly. So that's another thing, a magnet shortage too. But yeah, we'll talk about basic Hot Toys for now. So yeah, this figure is awesome. I agree with you, Fabs. I can't sit here and say anything bad about it. The head sculpt, absolutely mind blown how good that looks. I mean, that is Rosario Dawson through and through. I mean, I even went back to watch the episode for Mando season 2 just to give it one more good look. I was like, man, they really did knock this one out the park. This one is good. But I'm confused here. There's one thing I didn't look up because I'm too lazy. I always like to ask other people and assume they're right. The lightsabers, are they USB powered now? Do we know if they're going to have any kind of lighting to them, or they're just going to be like the stock white or something like that?
They're supposed to be. Wasn't this the first figure? No, it was the
Obi-Wan was, as far as I remember.
No, it was Obi-Wan, right? So yeah, this is not going to be LED powered. Let's look into. Oh no, what did I just do? Oh, what did I do? Here, let's get into.
But you know
what's
what's
in the chat? He's already saying no. So
you know what's weird though? Now that
I'll take his word for it.
Oh yeah, no, it's not going to be. Because I remember. It was made very clear that it was one figure that was going to be the first one, and I think you mentioned it. I think it was Obi-Wan. So this is going to be just a regular. Oh wait, what am I doing?
That's the one thing that I was confused about too.
Here, what's in the box details? Here we go. Weapons, lightsaber, blah, 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 accessories. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything about LED.
Okay,
not LED.
No big deal.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not. I'm not.
Not a deal breaker. Not a deal breaker. I was just curious there. But I mean, back to the figure itself. Beautiful. I love, honestly, this look for her as well. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who have a big love for Ahsoka from the Clone Wars, that last season outfit there. And they really like that one. I like this one more. This one definitely has more of that samurai kind of vibe to her. There's more warrior princess kind of look.
Yep. I love the outfit too. Beautiful. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of this one here. And honestly, I kind of almost regret getting the other Ahsoka. I just didn't have that same connection to her because when I bought it, I just bought it because it's like, oh, wow, new character, whatever. Because I wasn't big on the Clone Wars. I got into them after everybody else already said how amazing it was, and I was trying to catch up. But I got to see this version of Ahsoka live, and I was just like, man, I really like this character. So I always knew I was going to pick this one up, and I'm so glad I definitely stuck to my guns and decided to get this one here because it is so good. It's by far, in my opinion, the superior Ahsoka figure out there right now.
Yeah, no, that's one thing. This is my favorite image of her right here. This is like my picture right here. I wish I could frame this because this image alone like this.
That looks good. It actually looks like an actual portrait.
That's what I'm saying. A 24 by 36 size poster of this picture. Beautiful. So that's my favorite picture. I love, like you said, I love the outfit. My only problem right now is, am I displaying her with the poncho like this, which is how I have my Clone Wars Ahsoka wearing the poncho, or do I want her without the poncho? The poncho looks really nice on her too. Like this look right here looks really, really nice, and I really like this look. But I feel like it covers too much of the body, so that you can't really see like the belt and like the little things here and there. So that's the only problem I'm having. But I love everything about the figure. Flavio, what do you think? When you saw it this morning, were you like, oh my God, it's sold out? Like, what did you?
when I saw it this morning, I don't even know why, but I was like, yes, like I couldn't believe it, because I should have been like, finally, it's out now. Like, it's finally out. I'm so happy that it finally dropped. It got pushed back twice, but saw it this morning, and I looked at the blogger photos and I was like, goodness sake, it's so much better than the protos. I feel like as well. Like it's just, the likeness is absolutely there. I probably would go as well. I was thinking 9.5, just like you, Fab. It's sick. Like the likeness looks so real from every angle.
Yes, that's one thing. It looks so real. I
think they really went realistic on her cheekbones. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's something about like her.
That's what pops. It pops a lot. The cheekbones. Look, that's what gives it that sharpness.
It's the determination and everything in the portrait itself that just really brings it to life. But like Fab was saying, from every angle, it's crazy that they really pulled it off there. And what's so dope is that I remember when the Clone Wars Ahsoka got announced, and I dopoed that because I was like, yes, like I want to get an Ahsoka, but I kind of was in the same boat as D'Lo there. I caught on to Clone Wars later on, but my brothers were always telling me, like, you definitely have to watch Clone Wars. Like, it's very like critical in the story. And that last season 7,
that was badass.
It was some of the best Star Wars that I've seen animated. Like, I could watch it. I could watch season 7 over and over and over again. Just her going against, Maul, and seeing all those characters, that we all love. But I love that, now you're going to have if you got both of them, you're going to have a comparison. I always knew I wanted this one over the Clone Wars one, but I got the Clone Wars one, just to feed the craving for that moment, but they're both amazing pieces if you pick either one of them up. But I like that, that first portrait came out and it was an animated take on Rosario Dawson, and now you have that realistic portrait as well. So it's just going to be cool to compare all of them. But this one, I think, has definitely always been the superior one.
Right.
Well, this is the real life like one. The other one's the animated. Right. So this is supposed to be better,
Yeah, but I mean, the other thing is though too is like compare the bodies as well. They're both seamless arm bodies, right? But it's just crazy to see that we got that first release and we're like, oh, well, this could have been better. This could have been done differently. No, they actually did the seamless arm definition to the animated version of her, to now seeing the seamless body on the real Rosario Dawson. You got that definition in her shoulders there in that one picture when she's holding the lightsaber. It's crazy to see how
it looks like it's muscle. Look at that.
Look at how it's flexing there. Like you can see her bicep, you can see her shoulder muscle, and even down over here onto the side. It's just, I love it. And
the shoulder definition looks really good too.
And for the posers out there,
look at that.
This could be the first seamless body that you really don't have to worry about because her whole arms are wrapped there. So if you bend there at the elbow, you could hold it there for a little bit, still be cognizant that it is, that seamless material, get it back to a straight position. But you could hold it there for a pose for maybe a couple, hours, and it won't do nothing to it. So
real quick, let me say hello to Big Dog Pound. Woo! What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Your turn, Flavio. Dilo's a he doesn't do that, but your turn.
No, I don't do that.
He's like, no.
You can't do that to big
Go ahead.
dog.
Go ahead.
You gotta give
Flavio,
him
go
the
ahead.
woo, dude.
Flavio, go ahead. Woo!
Woo!
There you go. Dilo.
That's why I don't do it. That was a terrible woo.
Hey, well, last time I
He's
did
like,
it,
that
I
was a
almost
terrible-
broke everybody's speakers in this place. So
He said that was a terrible woo.
That was. That's not even bother trying.
He
on,
said
man.
that was a terrible woo.
I just love the look you gave to the freaking screen when you look. You look dead in the camera. It's just like for our hearing impaired video like viewers over here. They're looking at you like a jackass. But okay, carry on.
The head scope is about an 8.5 to a 9, says Peyton. Joker J says BTP1. Woo! Big dog pound. Woo! Woo! Can't wait for this. Yeah, I can't wait for my figure. I don't know when they're shipping, but I hope soon.
But hang on, this might be a novice question of me, but do they ultimately alter, like edit those blogger pics to an extent?
Of course.
The regular option wasn't worth the extra cost of Landon Grogu. Oh,
Like a lot though?
Huh?
Do they edit those blogger pics a lot?
I'm
Depends.
gonna assume so. Yeah, I'm gonna assume so. They have to make them look amazing, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, because my only thing was gonna say is it's crazy that here in the Hot Toys pictures and the blogger pictures, the lightsabers are still that bright. Like, I mean, it doesn't say.
Oh, you know that shop, bro. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But
that's all Photoshop.
that's what caught my attention. I immediately asked.
The door says, Flavio, I'll sell you my Ahsoka Clone Wars, so you'll have 4 Hot Toys on your shelf.
Ooh, quite the proposition there.
The poncho where it's all splayed out and shows the costume. The poncho where it's all splayed out. Yeah, I like the poncho. I like the poncho a lot. I like that look. But again, I feel like it's gonna cover her too much. But we'll see what happens.
That's what he's saying right there. He's saying that poncho, it extends and you can see her suit under it where she's jumping over Mando. That one picture, I think.
Yeah, that's a sick picture. Harold, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Bad boy for life in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Damn, I'm so glad I don't collect Star Wars. I would be so broke. Yeah, you don't want to get into that if you haven't.
Oh, you should definitely get into it. Get into it. Start with this one.
Unless there is a character that you really like and then you just want to get that character, that's fine. But like, yeah, you don't want to just start like, oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this one, because forget it. Andreas, woo!
I love the tailoring.
Her money's tied up, but definitely getting her. Yep. No, she looks great. She looks really, really good. I'm really excited for her. So I have 2 coming. So I'm excited about that. I think
I should have did.
I think once for the raffle.
Oh, there you go.
I don't remember. Yeah, guys, raffle going on. Don't be weird. I don't remember Ahsoka being stacked like her. Sorry, she's grown up. Peyton said, I think that's the cardboard backdrop. It is. It should. I mean, it should be.
Yeah,
but they're still photoshopped anyway. You know what I mean? The lighting is fixed. The contrast, all that stuff is fixed. You know what I mean?
There's a DX as well, right?
Right. Yeah. That's why it's called DX21.
I love that pose. Funny.
No, this is nice.
I like the pose where her hands are behind her back.
I like the base a lot. I'll tell you that right now.
Me and D'Lo were talking about that today, and I was kind of torn because I didn't even notice that you don't get the regular base though.
You get that tree base.
Yeah, I do love that one. That's the one that I went with. I went with the 21, but
it's nice. It's it's different.
It is nice.
You know.
I want the
and
20.
This is the first Grogu that has articulated arms.
Star Wars Hot Toys is better than drugs. It's definitely not cheaper than drugs, but it's better for you. Oh my god. Let her Leku are wired as
they
well.
are. They should be.
Yeah, well, so was Ahsoka's Clone Wars Ahsoka's poncho was wired as well. He has to get all fancy. Her Leku. Her Leku.
Half the chat is like Googling that on their phones while they're watching.
I know.
What the fuck is that?
He's like, excuse you, peasants. It's Lake.
Someone went to junior college. Chill out, pal. All right.
What's the orange? You dropped that porridge. Oh my god, this guy. OG families of plastic crack. Yeah, exactly. That's the only problem. It's like they're so good, you just want more and more. Look how defined she looks here. Look at that shoulder definition. This is like, look at that right there.
That's incredible. That is so
that's how I want to pose it, like that.
Yeah, that's how.
I want this one. This is the pose right here. I want.
I'm torn between this and this.
Yeah, that looks dope.
Because the Clone Wars, I didn't even display her with the lightsabers. I just have her just like that without the lightsabers.
But then you see, I kind of want to even pose her like that with her hands behind her back and have her maybe, with that Luke that's coming out and have them talking like they were in that, that one part of the episode. So that might be cool to pair them together too.
See, I want to have her like this.
How many ideas?
But with the hoodie down like this. This pose, but with the hoodie down like this. I think that's how I'm going to have her.
That's definitely an option. This will go really well with Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan show with the broken up mask version of Darth Vader.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody's a Rebels fan, but that is such a dope scene right there. That it's just like, if you put these two together, that would be like, that's gonna look so good if somebody decides to do it that way.
So that's a great idea for Luis. Cobra's collection in the chat. As you heard it from Dilo, you do a great body swap with Darth Vader and Ahsoka, and you create your own figure. Let us know how that bison works.
They just had to throw it in. Like that didn't even segue anyway at all. But yeah, sure.
His name was popping on the chat, so I said, "Let me body swap his ass." Looks like Dilo's orange.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to fit him on the screen in these photos here.
Dilo's arm looks like pernil. Stop playing with him. Stop lying to the guy, okay? Let's see. But she is slashing on the other side of the helmet. Rebels.
Use your imagination. Come on.
He's trying to get 100% on
that
one point.
Right there with her hands behind her back like that, talking to Luke.
This is a nice pose. That's a sick pose. She looks so good, man. I can't get over these pictures. She looks like a ninja. And this picture right here, look at that.
That's insane.
For sure.
That's how I'm gonna display her with my posing.
Got some Assassin's Creed kind of vibe going to it.
Oh, Fettuccine in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Yeah, exactly. She's like straight up look at that.
That's how you should do it fast.
Well, if this stayed up,
you can see both. It's got wires in it, bro.
It's wired.
Yeah, but it doesn't float like that.
Just add some extra wire under it.
Yeah, add some freaking
use some paper clips, bro.
Fishing line, and then hang it from the ceiling. Unbelievable.
He's unbelievable.
He's like, nope, I'm good. I'm just gonna take it out of the box and put it on the shelf.
See, I legit, I'm confused right now on how I'm gonna display her because she looks so good either way.
This is gonna be one of those figures that I'm gonna constantly be changing the pose. So
this I'm gonna have. And look at this base too. See this base?
That's the one. I didn't know that's on the other version, and
I think that's the regular version.
I'm kind of torn that
I bought that version because I want that base.
But I think that blue
base
stuff,
over the tree one.
I think that water, if you zoom in, it's just that that mold plastic, like that Tony Stark shield. So it's just like flimsy plastic. It's a topper that it sits on. Even though the square, like the actual base, though the square base is I think is new because it's like all like
Fabs
it's like a
realizing something right now for the first time. That's right, Fabs. It only comes with that base.
So that,
but he bought two.
I'm not using that, that rectangular base anyway. I'd rather have the wood base, but I hadn't noticed the base in general. You know what I mean? I didn't know that was a thing. I just figured they were all getting the same base.
You should look it up on the blogger pictures because it has a better.
No, I'm gonna look it up right here because that's what I wanna see. There it is. Yeah, it looks like it's water.
Yeah,
sits
so
on
it
top
mimics
of
that
that.
fight scene she had. You remember when she was fighting the other lady that had the Beskar spear?
Yeah.
Like that was a platform they were fighting on. I bought it for
Right.
that one. So
Yeah, no, it looks
Figures.
nice. It's definitely different, but I like that wood. I like that. I mean, if the case were that I needed the base, or you could always, I would have gotten just the second figure just for the base. But why, But it does look cool. The fact that it's different and it looks like tile on top, like like stone. That looks really nice.
How do we feel about Grogu, who's got articulated arms now?
Has those ninja shoes. Yeah, no, she looks great. She like gives me the vibes of like a ninja. I got to figure out a way to have that lantern light up. Message. What's his name? LED. What's his name? LED something. He puts LEDs on everything.
It doesn't light up at all?
Light LED something. I think is his name. This guy literally adds lights to every single figure possible, and he charges you like $400 to do so. Insane. I asked him. I said, how much for this? I forget what figure it was that I wanted to like light up. He's like, oh, it's $400 for this and $100, and I'm like, I'm good, thank you. I'll light it. Matches. Unbelievable.
Wait, so it doesn't light up at all? The lantern doesn't light up at all? Not even with batteries?
I don't know. I guess not, if that's what they're saying. I don't know.
There's no way. It's a DX. It has to, dude. The freaking deluxe.
Oh yeah, it's not this one.
Technically, it shouldn't even be a DX. That's another conversation altogether.
Technically, too. You're right, because it's. I mean, what makes it a DX?
The base that you're not getting with the irregular one. The background. The lantern.
No.
The whole drop is a DX, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even the regular.
What?
Yeah, they're both DX.
The regular one is a DX, like it's a DX figure.
20 and a 21.
No, correct. But I'm saying that's correct. But I'm saying it's DX Deluxe or whatever special edition. That's what I meant. Yeah, no, you're only going to get this with the, as you can see, exclusive. But yes, they're all DX, correct.
Dude, it's got to light up.
I think so too. I think it's got to light up.
The Cantono that you got with freaking Mando lit up. Like, how can this not light up?
No, I think this is going to light up. I have a feeling it's going to light up. See, what are you saying about the girl?
Yeah, he's got articulated arms, man.
Yeah, he's had them.
No, it's swivel.
No.
They swivel. Swivel.
Yeah.
No, right. It's the first one.
That's the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, man. The arms actually move on this one here. This is the first.
Wait, no, that's right, because the other one's just kind.
Just their hands just go like that.
Yeah. No, but, you know what I just thought about? The one with the with the suit bike. That's what I was thinking. That one has his hand out, so it looks like it moves, but it doesn't.
Yeah, that's why ET phone home look there. No.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, what do you mean they all move? But his hand is permanent there. It doesn't move. That's why I thought it moved. Yeah, no, this figure, I'm telling you, I'm so excited about this figure. So excited. It looks amazing. I think this is one of the very, very first figures that I've ever seen that looks this good, like from the promo pictures, from the blogger pictures, and there is no complaints on my end whatsoever. This is going to look incredible, and I'm glad I got two, because I have a feeling that
it's going to be the Grail.
Somebody's going to win it in the raffle, and they're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I won this masterpiece. I don't think it does. It does light up. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it does either. I don't think it does.
I'm going to say it does, but we'll see what happens.
I'm going to cry if it doesn't.
Because there's no way nothing lights up, like this
at all.
At all, like that bright with no light in it. You know what I mean? Like impossible.
That would be the biggest crime that I've ever seen since I started collecting.
Unless it's like painted like yellow, then it's like, but it doesn't light up.
I think that's exactly what it is. I think it is painted yellow.
Dude, there's no way.
It is, man. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, guys. That's why I bought the regular, because none of this stuff is like what it looks like in the photos.
All I know is that everybody in the chat is
wrong,
because there is no way that this is not lighting up. But again, how are you going to turn it on? Is there a switch somewhere?
Dude, they can
30 minutes
easy.
in,
All they
you
have
guys
to
got
do
hit
is
with that.
at the bottom, put all the cell batteries from the bottom. I'm telling you, there's a way to light it up.
Hands, right? Sealable. What's sealable?
I think they meant swappable.
Swappable, yes. I've seen that.
Ahsoka's exactly. Oh, we're gonna get multiple. This is the second one in total, but we're gonna get from her show. We're gonna get more Anakins from her show. So stay tuned for all of those figures. The collector in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. This is how he says hello every time. It just comes in with the popcorn. Literally,
It's true.
That's how
It's
I know
true.
it's him. Every time he's like with the popcorn, so I know it's him. Nothing in the session says Elizabeth. Oh, I got you. Okay, so yeah, so maybe not, but that's a really messed up, like,
that's odd.
Yeah, like that's not okay. Like that's a trick.
As much as I love this figure here, this is hands down, like not even close. It is the weakest DX ever made, though. I mean, just like there's nothing about this screams DX at all. Like literally, they cut every corner possible.
It's very basic. There's nothing. This is not your typical DX packaging and the typical amount of DX accessories, and
right.
Just this alone does not give you the DX vibes. Period. It just doesn't. You know what I mean?
This doesn't hold up to like regular announcements by today's standards either. You know what I mean? Like when we got this, it was such a weird time where we had DX, yes, by name, but then we started getting stuff like this where like it had barely nothing, and now we're seeing regular releases since this was announced over a year and a half ago that come with far more stuff that all has purrs and all. So I think honestly, this is kind of one of those things where the reception originally to this kind of caused Hot Toys to kind of change their strategy a little bit and start adding more to all the regular figures, and that's why we haven't seen any DXs announced since her, because she is the last DX as far as we know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
all I know is Louis in the house with the super chat. What's going on? Let's see what this guy is paying me for. Oh, guys, by the way, moderators, please, this guy right here, Cobra's Collection, when he posts something, just let it go. He pays me. See, this is a payment for me to let him do whatever he wants on the chat. So just please, guys, whatever he posts, even if it's a virus, just let it go. He's okay.
Even if it's a virus. Even if it's a virus.
I'll deal with him later. Let's see what he says. 4 Stranger Dangers, 3-figure flex in the back. This guy, unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. But God, like I said, for the moderators, this guy is good. This is why he pays me. All right, so just leave him alone. Let him post what he wants. Trojan horses are allowed to. Nothing in the session says that. Oh, okay. We read that. And their show, let's have a time jump. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
What makes you think it got pushed back twice? Like, why? Now that we're looking at, like, it was a weak DX.
I don't know, because I can tell you they're not, they were not trying to perfect a head sculpt. I tell you that right now. I think if anything, it had to do with packaging, but I don't think it had to do with the figure. I don't think so.
Packaging.
Yeah,
they probably just wanted to get it closer to this Mandalore. I mean, the Mandalorian
I could see
3 comes out tomorrow, so this is good timing for them. So maybe it's just a marketing.
That's true too.
That's true. That's true.
I thought I heard they have multiple Ahsoka actresses. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I would think so, because they all have to do their, you have their what are they called? Their stunt doubles. So, there may be that, if that's what you mean, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be like, multiverse, like multiple ones. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Who came with the owl? Figman says, Fabs, can school everyone on what? Yeah, exactly. I come from, and Dilo too. We come from the era of, what the DX was like.
Big difference.
They would make a figure a few times, and then you just waited for that DX, because that's when it came with everything. Everything that every other figure prior came with, they would add it all to the DX, plus obviously, eye rolling system and all that stuff. So yeah, so it's changed completely. Like, it's not the same at all. They're just branding them DX, but it doesn't feel like you're getting, it's not that it's not the same. Cobra's collection's correct. Yeah. DX 22 to 27 are announced.
That's true. That's true. Because I'm not thinking of like Vader, and I'm not thinking of Obi-Wan, Black Adam, and all those other ones. So yeah, that's true. You're right.
To be sure to update your Norton antivirus.
I use McAfee.
McAfee. Anyone see a Hot Tools Mandalorian promo video earlier? Ooh. Yeah,
that's what I was watching.
Yeah, no, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Just know that it's gonna get crazy. And don't forget, we're still not done with the Book of Boba figures. You know, we're just, you know, this is like never ending. So, you know, it's crazy. No, not a time jump flashback. Fabs comes from the Hot Tool School. How we've number one. I'm first and Delo's second.
I'll take it. I'll take that.
Delo's my collecting sister. Let's see. Joker says now it means you're getting deed from your ex because she didn't love you. She used to, oh my god. Unbelievable. This guy. So next, guys, we have another announcement. You've definitely heard about him multiple times already.
If you watch best for last.
Yeah, if you watch all the other professional channels of collectors. So this figure came out, and we knew that this was coming out. They had teased it a long time ago. We know it's the same exact thing, you know, Heavy Mando 2.0 with the shield.
And somebody a name.
And a what?
And a name.
And a name, right?
Yeah.
Somebody had posted a comparison of, you know, these pictures and the original Heavy Mando pictures, and there are a couple differences. Like on the armor, like for example, this was different on the armor. Same amount of like bullet dents on the helmet. The way that the picture was taken on both, the helmet looked a little bit different. There was more space and more of a gap in between the chest and the neck. The leg armor was also a little bit bigger on this figure, I believe. It takes over a little bit more of the thigh than the original Heavy Mando did. The Heavy Mando on the legs was covering a little bit less. There was more gap in here as well. So there are a few differences, like if you look at just the pictures. But remember this, what I'm going to say right now, and when you get this figure and you compare it to the Heavy Mando, it's going to be the exact same figure twice. Dilo, what do you think?
Yeah, I think you nailed it there, Fabs. I mean, I kind of agree with you like 100%. I don't know much more I can add to it. I mean, I saw the photos and the announcement, I should say, and I was just like, this is mild. This is lame. You know, again, and I don't say that to the people who missed out the first time. For you guys, I mean, good for you guys. You're getting this there, but I've been looking through the community because I've been super curious about this one because you saw the promo photos from the Comic-Con. I think it was shown at originally, and I was just like, well, does Hot Toys really have the balls to like release this with just that one extra shield and just like poo-poo on everybody else who got the original? And I was like, nah, there's no way. This is probably just for the show. But when it finally dropped,
well, wait,
I was
why would you think that when you know they give us straight reissues all the time?
You know what? I'll tell you why. Because honestly, I was hoping, Fabs, that they would be better than that in this situation because this is such a this really is like, all right, number one, this figure was released in 2021, right? So this is 2 years of this figure being in everybody's hands, right? So it hasn't been a long time. Two, you know, this is at a time when Mando was still an unknown commodity to Hot Toys, and they didn't go hard on every announced figure. Like you still have figures like the Remnant Trooper that are low in circulation. This was low in circulation. They both sold out very quickly. This one sold out before it was actually physically released. So it just, for me, this one feels like so obvious of like, man, Hot Toys regrets not making as many of these. And now they're just like, they have the smallest reason to reissue this here, and they absolutely took it. They could have took the higher road and just said, hey, maybe down the road one day we'll do it again. But it was just like from season 1 to season 3, except now he has a shield and he has a name now. And to me, it's just like, it's a cheap one. And I feel like the community in this case here, the ones who have it are fine without getting this one. And the ones who missed out, they're like happy they have another chance, but they're not going to go out there and pick this up day one. This is going to sit on the racks for a hot minute. So it's just like, I just really wish, like, you know, every once in a while, Hot Toys would just like not take the opportunity to just do it right away. You know, they did it with Batman.
That's like you saying, don't take every opportunity you can to make money. You know what I mean? Like,
well, listen,
they gotta do
I know, but it's just like, that's the thing. Like for me, like Hot Toys' reputation has taken such a dive with people that now we have like a segment of the community that are diehard fans of another company who don't even have the freaking figure in their hands, and they got to talk crap how great it is, right? But they have nothing about it. But they have so much animosity towards Hot Toys that they're willing to like back another company without even knowing if the figure's any good firsthand. And this is like one of those examples of what like really pisses off like collectors in the community, because it's like, thank you for this wrecking the value of my figure for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that you just clearly, this is a money grab. You know what I mean? So, I mean, again, it's great that collectors are going to have an opportunity who missed out, but this figure wasn't going for that much more over the market value for it to warrant, in my opinion, a re-release so quickly since the last one.
Right.
But, you know, but again, I don't want to turn this into a negative segment there. I mean, like I said, I'm happy who's going to get it there, but it's so obvious that I can't get hyped about it. You know what I mean? I see that in the comments too, with people who looked at the photos when it was announced. No one got like super excited. Everybody tried to be polite about it, but deep down, I think everybody was like, "Man, this was a waste of time. We could have got another figure instead of this right now." Well, that's just my 2 cents.
No, that's exactly what happens when it's something like this. At least it's to a certain extent, it is a new figure. You know what I mean? Technically, it's a new figure, but it sucks because we could have done without this. They could have given us a brand new figure and added the shield to that new figure instead of making the same figure twice and adding a shield to it. You know what I mean? There's many ways that they could have given us that shield without having to remake that figure all over again. But rebranded, different name, adding an accessory, you can't really complain that it's a reissue, because it's not. So they'll get us every time. Flavio?
I do appreciate they only went $4 higher on the price. I mean, at least they didn't do what I thought they were going to do when I saw this announcement, and this was going to be an extra $40, $50 more than the original.
Well,
I'm glad they did $4.
Yeah, those $4 is still a lot of money, though, because this shield is 20 cents. So they're ripping me off. Flavio, what are you thinking? I see the smoke coming out of your head. What's going on?
No. I mean, honestly, there's not really much more I can say. I think D'Lo, he hit every point that I was thinking, and I didn't even get the first one. And that just goes to show, like, when I first got into collecting, this was one of the ones that I knew I definitely wanted. I wanted a heavy Mando, and I wasn't around for when it was announced or when it was up. Like, I was trying to chase it, and kind of just like D'Lo said, I never really took notice of the price being so crazy on the aftermarket. Is the reason why I still don't have it, because I was like, I'll get around to it, I'll get it. But when we seen it in SDCC, that's where my excitement came from. I was happy then when I seen it, on display there, on all the videos. I was like, yay, we're getting it. But kind of like D'Lo said, they could have just did anything else, Star Wars, and I would have been way more happier, because the old one, it still holds weight. It's still a good figure. There's literally nothing different. And to be honest, if and when I get this one, because I'll probably, like Fab said, what's the point of going back now? There's only really a $4 difference, unless you're getting a really great deal. But I'm probably not even going to use the shield. I'm just going to be 100% honest.
I don't think many people will.
Cool throw in, but what it was in the show. But that's not, that's not how I want to display him. I want to display him with a big gun, So I don't know. It's a dope figure. It's a dope figure. I always thought it was a dope figure. I want to hope that, paint apps are different, and I don't know, by some lucky chance that the body is a little bit tweaked, but I can guarantee you Fab's 100% right on that too. It's probably the same exact one, just, maybe updated here and there, but it's going to be the same.
There's nothing that they could do better for this figure because it came out only last year. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's, they're not going to have a brand new body for that figure within a year. They're not going to have, brand new weapons for, you know what I mean? Everything's the same.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. It's going to be the exact same thing. There is nothing new that they need to do for this figure besides the shield, and it's a nothing, add on to the figure. So,
go ahead. I was going to say, I think I don't know if there's any middle ground for Hot Toys to not upset previous purchases, people that have already got the original versus people that are just getting in and wanting those, figures, but they didn't get them. And is there a way for them to put them back out on? I think, it does suck. Like, I wouldn't be happy because like D'Lo was saying, there wasn't a big span from that figure to this announcement. Like, I would have wanted anything else, Star Wars before this, because I could just get it on the aftermarket, not that crazy. I'm seeing a ton of them everywhere. You see a ton of them going up, people are trying to get rid of them, but I don't know. I mean,
this is a good point here. He says the big gun is the only way to display Heavy Mando. That's very true. The problem is that gun is so huge, and so is that backpack and that hose that's attached to the gun.
Yeah,
and it takes up so much room. So if you don't have the room, that's going to be tough. What I had to do, so I have my Heavy Mando on a detail shelf with another, I think either 4 or 5 figures in the same on the same shelf.
That's a big figure to have a lot of. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So what happens is, I could easily just switch it around, but so what I had to do was literally remove the gun in the backpack and just have him next to him on the side. So I was able to push the figure all the way back into the shelf for him to fit. So yeah, exactly. So
that's a tragedy. You don't do that to Heavy Mando.
I think so. So if you have the room, absolutely. But because, if you don't, then you're going to have to figure out what to do. So what I'm doing is obviously I'm going to get this one too, so I can get the shield. So I'm going to display this one just like you see on the screen with the knife and the shield. Obviously, I'm not leaving the backpack on or the gun on him because there's no need. But the one I have already, I'm going to leave alone. So that one's going to have the gun, and this one's going to have the shield and the knife. So that's my goal with that. But it's not easy to display that huge gun. That's my only issue with that.
And it's a name swap too, like Heavy Mando, Paz Vizsla.
The only thing you can buy another Paz is a head sculpt. Yeah, that's another thing.
That's the thing, though. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like Hot Toys jumped the gun in this here, and I have a funny feeling. Again, no spoilers, but just my own predictions for the season. Which I'm excited that we're getting. I can't believe it's gonna be tomorrow. I'm so excited for it. But how much you want to bet Paz Vizsla, or let's leave it past. Let's say he takes off his helmet this season. Now you just release this thing prematurely, and if you just waited, Hot Toys, if you wanted to release this with a head sculpt, that would be totally warranted.
Now, question: are you getting this?
I want to get it because I don't have. I don't have one.
So you guys are not getting it. So you guys are not getting it. Now,
I'm sitting on it.
Anybody in the chat getting it? And the reason why I'm asking is because if what D'Lo says is true, and that happens, and he removes his helmet, right, and they make a third one, are you guys buying after getting this, or are you not buying? I'm getting this, so I would obviously buy a third one. But is anybody that's getting the second one, would they buy a third one with the head sculpt? Let me know.
I'd buy this one. I'd buy this one and the head sculpt one. I feel because it'd be the same thing as having a Mando.
Right, you don't need the original. You don't need the original, right?
No, I don't need the original.
Nobody puts Heavy Mando. I did, Polo. I did. Mine's in the corner, all the way in the corner, shoved in there so my 6 figures can fit on a detail shelf. Yeah. What happens when you struggle?
Do you really think You really think that he wants to put himself that close into Star Wars compared to just, helping them direct though and showing his face like that?
I know Axe Rose is gonna be kissed if they do. He won't remove his helmet. He's going Mando. Oh, true. Well, see, wasn't the actor. What's his name? Jon Favreau. Isn't that who plays?
Yeah, Jon Favreau. Yep.
And he helps them write and stuff. So it's like, that's what I'm saying.
That'd be cool. I want a head sculpt of him just for Happy, and if they make it for him, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I need a happy Hogan. And they made a really bad quality, like really cheap quality.
Awful. I've seen it. I know which one.
Yeah, that third party one. Oh my god. I was
looks
like
so bloated. Yeah, like
The Jetty in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here.
Who's that?
He's always here. He's always here. The Jetty. Always here bothering us. Eric, the third version should be battle damage. That's a good idea too. A battle damage with a head sculpt. Nice. I would get that.
See, I would get that there, but I would be pissed if I got this one with a shield and then that comes out right afterwards.
Me too.
I'm telling you, folks, listen, the season is starting tomorrow. Do not pre-order any of this Mandalorian line stuff here, okay? All right? Don't go out there and get shiny Beskar Mando. He's going to change his color to he's going to be green this season, right? He's going to join Boba's clan. I mean, it's everything that you have pre-ordered, if you do pre-order, is going to be updated after the season is done. Like you heard it here first. Like do not pre-order anything. Okay? Wait till the season's over. No rush for any of this stuff.
So now get ready to listen to a collector. Guys, order everything you see. Everything that you see.
You heard it here first, guys. I say don't, he say does. Let's see who's right at the end of the season.
He plays the voice. He's not exactly. Yeah. But it could be him. You don't know.
He got in the suit. He got in the suit for it. I remember seeing the behind the scenes.
That's what I thought. Jaffer only makes a voice actor in the suit someone else. Oh, look at that. Twice. I thought he was in the suit too. I guess
when it was behind when he was.
I saw a picture of him with the suit. That's why.
Definitely not for the action scenes, but I'm sure he was in there one scene.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I understand that he's not going to be in there 24/7. I get that. But I don't know. Maybe you guys are right. I don't know. I'm not an actor, so I can't say. I imagine. That's my crazy logic. I can see Paz dying. Oh, wow. Look at that. I can see Paz dying. I already said battle damage first. This guy. I already said battle damage first. Oh, man.
Acknowledge me.
Turmoil on the panel. No. Jet.
Stop it.
Always poking. You know what he does? He likes to instigate, and then he walks away and goes, bye, guys. Unreal.
Yeah. It's like turn around the panel.
Unbelievable. All right, so you guys rate this figure from 1 to 10.
Seriously?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
That's say
be a new thing for every figure we look at. 1 to 10. I think
I'd
Flavio
say-
gives this an 8.
No, I was gonna say it's like a 6.5 for me.
What about you, Dila?
It's more than that. I mean, it's a great looking figure. I would say.
It's you saying based on like altogether, like how good it looks, and if you're getting it, or
no, we're basing what you rated on what you think of the figure as usual. Not if you're getting it or not, just the figure.
Like a 7.
What about you?
That didn't change shit for you. Okay. I think it's better than that. It's like 7.5. No, 7.
I think of my rating. My rating scale is going to be a lot harder now.
Look, the non-collector gives it a 6. I wonder why. Unreal.
What is everybody smoking tonight? It's a great figure. It's an awesome figure.
Because everybody's having a bash fest on my channel tonight, and it's not happening. Everybody better love this figure. Go ahead, D-Lo.
Look, listen, I'm going to say it's an 8, but with the new shield, it pushes it up to an 8.5. That's what I think. Takes it up a notch.
That's what I say. I say this.
Oh, I'm gonna bump it to a 9 because now he has a name too. So he went from an 8.
Wow.
Then he had a shield, so it's an 8.5. Now that he's got a name, you guys, that's a 9 figure right there. Easy.
8.5 for me. The Jedi local loose says Unreal. 6 only because it's a 2.0 with nothing value added. The shield is actually very valuable, or else it would have never made the figure. When you start collecting, my friend, look, when you start collecting, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a little foreshadowing of what's going to happen when you start collecting. You ready? The mob will follow.
I was waiting for him to elaborate.
Oh my god.
Yeah, to not collecting, unreal. So next topic, guys, we have obviously the best of the best. So we have Orlando Bloom from Pirates. We have a collaboration with SW Toys and TG Toys. I guess it's called Tough Guys Toys. This is not for me. I have the original Hot Toys one. It looks cool. I like the outfit. I do not like that head sculpt whatsoever. I love that hat. I love that look. But he looks like he came from the movie Hook. So I don't know about this, but it's okay. I mean, again, it's okay. It's decent, I guess. It looks very cheap in my opinion, but what do you guys think? Again, SW Toys is not the greatest. They're very, very, very okay. They're the ones who made that what was that last pirate that everybody got?
Barbosa.
Barbosa, right. So they made him. I believe it was them. And so what do you guys think? Let's go with Flavio first.
Well, besides the fact that he really does look like Captain Hook, it's fine. But no, it's definitely a pass for me. I like the aesthetics of the figure. I like the way that, his outfit is all put together and whatnot, but I don't know anything about SW Toys that much. Head sculpt doesn't really look that good either. Kind of looks like D-Lo, but other than
if that's the case, then I love this head sculpt.
Other than that, though, I don't know. I mean, it's cool to see the variety, that these other companies are throwing out there. It always gives me hope that
I think he kind of looks like you without the dreads. He kind of looks like you more. It's funny you bring that up. Look at him. You got the same mustache, goatee. Take out the dreads. There you go. Your real hair. Bam.
OG fan. It's an inside joke with this guy. It's something that happened. So it happened.
Yeah, shout out to Local Lou. Way to hold it down in the chat tonight. He's here in spirit for sure.
In spirit, that's right. Pass on Blacksmith. He looks like a bad guy from Beauty and the Beast. Oh yeah, it does look like Gus Stone from Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. I give this figure an 11. Yeah, because you can't count. Unreal. 1-6 Junkies cracking up. He looked like he came with Tubi channel. The figure wants to come home. Yeah, no. This is exactly what you would buy. Unbelievable. The likeness to Orlando Bloom is perfect. This guy. It does look like Graeme a little bit if you look at him.
Tell Jay to put the keyboard down. Calm down, bro.
I was gonna say, dang, do we got booty bots in here?
Yeah, no, he's not. He's on a roll right now.
Really?
Look at you got two different looks. You got one look here and then the battle look here.
Bro, I'm just gonna say what everybody else is trying to politely say. This thing looks like shit.
I'm getting this. I'm getting 2 of these for the looks.
Stop it. You're making this
really
up.
getting
Don't do this to yourself.
He's like, stop it. Guys, so
he looks like a musketeer, bro.
Guys, for those who missed it, Buzz Lightyear, the Pop Mart Buzz Lightyear is back for pre-order on 16kit.com. Don't forget my coupon code, FabsFigure, no S at the end. I just placed my order for mine. They sold out on the cat, which I'm very upset about. This is completely sold out. I was gonna get one of these too, and I couldn't, so that sucks for me. But I'm getting a Buzz Lightyear. I'm actually getting the Hot Toys as well, so I'm gonna have both figures. This one's die-cast, which is really cool. Comes with a bunch of different heads, so I'm gonna display this one a certain way, the Hot Toys one a certain way, the cat, and then obviously that third party Woody that we got. I don't know if you guys remember, but that was a great figure as well. Let's see. Of course, here he is again. Unbelievable. Show me a figure that we'll get, and I'll show you a liar. This guy, he's looking for it. I think he's bored.
Feeling good. He's feeling good.
No, he's feeling froggy and he's bored. I think that's what's happening. Do you want the link? Jetty, you want the link?
Just send him. Yeah, just send him.
Put the Kentucky down, Jetty.
Yeah, he's feeling good.
He's not. He's got that bourbon breath right now. That's what's going on.
You know, that's the wild turkey talking.
Yeah. It's the wild turkey inside the wild turkey. Unreal. Oof. That's right. Peyton says, this looks better than Hot Toys. No, it looks good, but I like the Hot Toys too. I like the Hot Toys. I mean, the only difference is this diecast, but the height is like 7.8 or 9 inches, 7.8 inches, I believe. Very, very small thing. But
very short.
Yeah, but I can't wait to get this thing. I hope it goes well with the Woody. Yeah, we talked about all this. Daredevil, we talked about. Flavio, you didn't talk about Daredevil, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he did.
No,
he did.
You personally.
I personally did, yes.
Okay.
He talked about it on his channel.
You talked about Blade?
Yes.
Oh, wait, are you getting this? I forgot to ask you because I know you didn't talk about this. Are you getting this as you have the figure?
I definitely want to get this. I remember seeing Kit post this, and I don't know how much it is, but
it's like
I definitely want to. Yeah, I definitely want to get it because that's what I was gonna say. I think the price range it's not that bad. I definitely want to get it. I don't know if I'm gonna like. I want to see if it's better than the Hot Toys one. I think that one's not the best one either, but I don't know about that company. Whoever's making it.
It's the same look with closed mouth. That's all you're getting.
The only thing is that like me getting that makes me feel like, dang, I should get another Doc Brown then to just have both looks. But
look at that, $40.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. I'm picking it up. I like it too. I like the way it looks.
I like it. Yeah, I like the way it looks too. It's nice.
He looks more. I feel like the detail looks more like defined.
Did you talk about this? Are you getting this suit?
We did talk about that.
We talked about it last week. That was last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably picked that up.
Yeah, because I feel like you haven't talked about a lot of stuff, so that's why I'm making sure that you do.
Bro, he was here last week. Leave him alone. We'll single him out here. Guy. We talked about Hawkeye. Look at Hawkeye. Hawkeye looks great. You love Hawkeye, right? Remember this?
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about this, but
how many are you getting of these?
I'm not getting this either. I'm not picking this up. Austin might send me one.
Derp. Look at that face.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
This is insane. Insanity. Oh, this is what I wanted to show. Wait, so Dilo, what's going on with your inner? Everything good? No more user error?
I put the stand away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you using?
Nothing. He's standing up on his own.
He claimed defeat.
Yep.
He said back in the box.
No, I put the stand back in the box.
So what do you
stand back in the box? And I got the heavy die-cast machine gun on it. I said, screw it, man. I'm just for the money I pay for this thing. If this thing breaks, I don't care. I'm not gonna even try to be safe about it. There. If that's what the final product is, then I'm gonna rock it just like that. Even though I said my reservations about it because the gun's too heavy, the magnet system is too weak for that.
But you know how crazy? Think about this. Really think about this. You're making a figure with magnetic joints, and you're using die-cast accessories that are heavy as hell for this hand that you're making magnetic for whatever reason. You want to be exclusive. You want to be not exclusive. You want to be
different.
Innovative.
You want to be innovative. You want to be, you want to be different. You want to stand out. I get it. But if you're going to do that, do it properly. The one thing, if I had to change anything from that figure, would be those wrist joints. And the only thing I would do differently, instead of putting magnets on the actual wrist, I would do a regular wrist peg, but I would do magnets on the elbow. So if you need to switch the arm, then you switch the arm. But if you want to hold on to something with weight, then the wrist will hold the weight. I don't know why they did that flimsy. I don't understand. I don't understand.
It is a shame. It is a shame because
well,
it looks bomb. Like you guys were saying the other day, like you guys aren't bashing it. You just wanted it to be, you know, what it was, like successful. But you know, it is what it is. A company, you know, always has to come out with their pitch and then, you know, go back to the drawing board. But for me, as you know, somebody that just one is somewhat new to this community, just, you know, not being as knowledgeable and just being very cautious of where I put my money. I'm gonna be 100% honest. It's gonna take a lot more now to impress me from them because, you know, I pre-ordered the Rooted 2-pack, but just after seeing everything that D'Lo went through, I'm like really nervous.
Rooted?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm nervous. I mean, I don't know what to expect now, but I'm one of those people that, you know, I stand by my word, and I don't really think I'll cancel it just because I really wanted a Joker, man. Like
Well,
Joker.
here's the thing, though.
Besides
like,
Venom,
not to cut you off here, Flavio. Like, here's the thing, because I don't really want to go into the whole in-art experience, because I mean, obviously mine sucks. Mine's not that good. But you know, after we had the stream, I thought about it a little bit more and just kind of thinking to myself, it could be this here. One, it could be that it's just isolated to the first batch. You know, maybe mine first batch, it might have that issue there. It may not have anything to do with the double pack versions at all. You know what I mean? It might just be isolated to the single ones. I don't know. But I mean, I've kind of made my feelings like clear about that there. I mean, what do I like the figure? Absolutely. Is there things I would change about it? Absolutely. Do I regret buying it? No, I don't. You know, it's something I wanted. It's something I've been excited for. It still looks great in the collection. Am I disappointed that I don't get to use the base I paid a lot of money for? Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I just hope the feedback gets out once more people get theirs in hands. I'm not saying I hope everybody has the same problem as me. In actuality, I hope they don't. But if they do, you know, one thing we can always count on the community is everybody's gonna be vocal if they have a problem too. And I think that if there's one thing I will give them credit at InArt is that they do take feedback more than I would say Hot Toys does in normal circumstances. And hopefully the new figures that are released after that definitely get the tweaks that they need to make sure this doesn't happen twice. But I definitely feel like they fumbled the first one. The first one feels like it definitely feels like it didn't go as smoothly as it could have. That being said, full disclosure for everybody else, even though I'm saying what I'm saying about the Joker, I still have Gandalf on pre-order with them. I still have Aragorn on pre-order, and I don't intend on canceling those. I've always wanted a good representation of those characters in my collection. And so far, it looks like the one that's going to be the most appealing to me. So I'm just hoping that, you know, with how I got the Joker situation, I hope I don't have a repeat of that, you know, with those other two. Because if that does happen, like, yeah, then they're dead to me. I won't spend any more money with those guys. But, you know, for a first figure, it's not bad.
Bobby said, March, and I still don't have my Joker. Shaking my head, unreal. You don't have it because the guy who was shipping it to you made a user error, so now you can't get it. That's what's happening. Let's see. Not to change the subject, but has more anyone? Yeah, I asked that earlier today in the chat. Nobody said anything. I don't know what's going on with him. He didn't answer when I asked about it. Flavio, so go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, that's just the only thing. Kind of like D'Lo was saying, it just feels like they fumbled it, and it's just a shame, you know. I just really wanted that Hot Toys Joker when I first started collecting, and you know, I always said, "Oh, that's gonna be one that I definitely get." Joker probably has to be one of my all-time favorite villains, if not the top. But when I seen them announce this one and I saw the rooted hair and all of that, and I was like, dang, this thing looks crazy. Like I couldn't believe it, honestly.
I can't believe you spent $1,000 on those. So now, question for you: knowing what's going on now with these bases, would you reorder it or would you not?
No, absolutely. I wouldn't reorder it, but that's the thing. Like I know I'm the idiot just that isn't gonna cancel it. Like that's just how I am. That's how I am. Like if I press purchase, I like
you feel like you have to do it. Like you should.
Not
do
even
it.
that.
The right thing to
not
do.
even that. It's just I fully commit like to any purchase that I buy. Like it's just for me. If I spent so much energy and so much time, thought, and everything to purchase it, to click and order it and everything, I should have no thoughts of wanting to cancel that because I already did that. I did that before I purchased it. Nobody held a gun to my head to say, buy this now, So I was like very skeptical because I was like brand new. I was brand new when that figure got announced. Like I was only collecting probably for like maybe 4 or 5 months at the time.
Well, hey, in your defense, though, everybody's new to InArt, so we all started at the same time with that company. So
exactly.
No one has an advantage there. So don't sweat.
I was just so blown away with just the initial like headshots of the piece itself, and I was like, dang, that's crazy. Like, and then they just kept doing all this promo around it, and I was like, you know what, like, screw it. But even back then, that 3-day window, sour taste in my mouth because I was like, that's weird. You don't get that from Hot Toys. I was skeptical the whole purchase. I'm gonna tell you that right now. First off, all the like 90% of like the outlets that you would get it from are sketchy. Like, it's not licensed for North America. So I originally, just was like, man, I don't know if I really want to buy this because it seems like a ton of headaches. After getting the figure, if there's a problem, how am I going to send it back and get, I was nervous. And then the price. And then
where did you end up getting it from?
I ended up doing T-dubs, but I ended up I ended up changing that. I ended up changing that because
I didn't know that. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
What are you?
It was just
why
like,
am I hearing this first time now? Oh my
gosh!
Because
no.
Look at that. The chat is going off on you right now. They said T-dubs and like everybody went, oh my god. This man.
No.
Oh my
you
god.
Not learned in the past like.
No. The problem is that I ordered from them originally, and they had that 3-day window, and they were like, "Oh, you get these handcuffs or whatever," and I was like, "No way, that's dumb." They then I seen that they started coming out with the handcuffs like normally, like that's what was coming with the figure. So I was like, "No way," and I canceled it. So I went.
Yeah, it reminds me, Fabs. You asked me last week. Mine does have the handcuffs. Mine does. The standard one does come with it. After all, it did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll never use them, but whatever. Yeah.
Joker J says, "How many Gandos did you get? I need one." D'Lo doesn't get full figures. He puts them together himself. Let's see.
If I could, I would.
I trust me. What do you mean?
I trust me. Bro, I can't wait for that Daredevil so I can make Matt Murdock, bro.
Finger the like button, says Tuli. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, guys, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Flavio is the king. I still want Mando, Frog Lady from Hot Toys. Oh, they're coming. You'll see.
She's not coming. She's not coming.
Frog Lady?
I can say that one with confidence. She ain't coming.
Just wait. Just you wait. That and what's his name from Jar Jar Binks. You heard it here first.
I hope so. Don't.
Just wait. Just wait. It's not if they're coming. It's when they're coming. Just wait.
There's a theory about Jar Jar Binks. I don't know. We'll talk about it after a couple episodes pass. No spoilers for anybody there, but we'll see. We'll see.
What's the theory?
What, that he's a
I
Sith?
just said I don't want to spoil anything if it's right. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to bring it up there. But it's interesting you mentioned the name. That's all.
Austin is alive apparently, so he's just avoiding us.
Good.
I guess.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I get
I would too.
Bev has loyalty, commendable. See, Flabs is loyal. That's why he's part of ICS. Oh, this is all we are here. This is just loyalty. Except D'Lo, he's only loyal once a week. Everybody else, actually, no. Flavio is only loyal once a month, so forget it.
At best,
Oh my
once a week for me.
Dude, I'm here, baby.
And I think the internet has going in our Hot Toys version now. In my opinion, oh, true.
They look very similar now.
D'Lo shall not stand drop.
Damn, that's a low blow. You know how much that hurts? Like the Joker thing is still fresh in my heart there, Thor. And you got to come at me like that. That's messed up, bro.
I think that's messed up. Oh, man. I take back my saying Flavio's not king. I'm very disappointed. It's unreal. Tita. Oh, crap. Yep, that's correct. That was everybody's reaction. That was everybody's reaction. Yeah. As soon as he said that,
like,
I think
everybody's reaction was like, "We all liked you, Flavio. What happened?"
No, Flavio's on probation as of tonight for that.
Like, we all liked you, bro. Yeah, exactly. Like, he doesn't know, but yeah, he is on double probation after this stream. I'll tell you that much right now.
Unreal.
We're gonna have a talk.
If you try to message us and there's only one check, you know why? Okay. Oh man. No, you're no longer welcome here.
They banished me.
Julie says, "Unreal." See, you're tainting my see, banished from ICS for 3 days. 3 days, 3 years. This guy's tainting the whole crew. Unbelievable. Go. See, even Bobby's telling you to go. He doesn't want you around anymore. Just wait 13 years. Till they exhaust the line. Exactly. And you still get ring issues in between. Unreal.
That line will never end, man. I'm telling you.
Hot Toy would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think eventually that's coming too. It just has to do with how big his role is in whatever he's in. But I think eventually that's a possibility too. Graeme, get on the panel. No, he's not allowed. Sounds like a battered woman too. He says he's changed.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Damn.
That's true.
You brought this on yourself. You brought this on yourself. I hope you're happy now.
How could you ever even think that place is a possibility ever again? Like how?
No, that was just rookie mistake.
Explain. I know you had a weak moment and you felt weak and it took advantage of you. I get it. But why would you go back?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's like
Graeme
just
hit it on the head right now. Look what Graham's comment is.
He's a masochist. That's why. The 2-pack.
And that's real. That's what will happen to you, bro.
What? Let's just hope that it gets here.
Tank. Oh man. What the hell is this guy? He points out the craziest stuff every time. Like I'll say something and he'll point out that one word that I never say. Oh man, this guy, unbelievable. So Flavio, why'd you do that? I'm like really like not understand. Like I can't
let this go. Like this is going to be a segment now.
I really don't. No, because another thing is like you usually would message me and say, "Yo, by the way," but like you like did it all by yourself behind everybody's back, and then it all comes out. It doesn't even come out from you. You were just interrogated from the chat, and you were like, "Oh, oops."
New name, the House of Regrettables.
The House of Regrettables.
Oh man, I'm 5 for 5 with TW. I'm always scared as hell. Roll them dice. Yeah, that's the thing. I say it all the time. People are still ordering from them because they're gambling and they just taking that chance and they're just hoping that they get their figure brand new without any issues. That's who's still ordering from them. People who got burned, they're done. They're done. So until you get burned, that's when you'll stop. It's called the Devil's Workshop for a reason. The Devil's Workshop. But yeah, no, it's crazy. All right, D'Lo, time for your game. So let me know. You got to tell me how to set it up again.
Oh, Flavio, walk him through again how you did it last week.
So we can how to get to that, to the menu of
to the
like
whole,
all the figures,
almost gone list and all that stuff like that there.
You just gotta hit that last chance tile on the main page.
Where?
So scroll down. No, you go back to the Sideshow homepage, not in Hot Toys.
This is
so hit Sideshow at the top first, bro, is what he's telling you. There you go.
All right, and then I think it's the Grogu there, the last chance tile. And then just change your searches up there to pre-release.
Right, so D'Lo, what was it? It was Hot Toys, it was 6 scale, and then it was what?
6. You just need to put 6 scale, and then the collectible set, I believe, as well.
Where is it?
What are the options there?
6 scale figure sets.
So far, I have Hot Toys, 6 scale figure, 6 scale figure set,
and pre-release as well. Unless you want to see everything.
Well, no, we want to see what's supposed to be almost gone. This stuff.
Okay.
So yeah. So now.
No, you're missing. Is he missing one though? Because that Pattinson Batman is still in stock. You click collectible figure as well.
Figure.
Select them all. There you go. Oh,
still missing a few though.
Yeah, you're missing a few though because the Pattinson Batman.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me see it on my phone.
So yeah. So that right now, this is. Look at this. Goodbye.
Unreal.
Yeah. I'll order this and it'll be like, there's still 10,000 left.
Yeah, word.
I really want it though.
That's what happened to me and Graeme with the DeLorean.
I really want this.
Oh no, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. So they must have taken them away if they're not there.
He must be gone then.
Yeah, see? So all right, so go ahead. So we talked about Batman last week. We talked about Reva. We talked about War Machine. We talked about Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about
Ahsoka.
We didn't?
So we got some new we got some new entries and we have some old entries here. So and some entries that are not there no more. All right. So full disclosure, everybody here. So if anybody was here last week and they remember some of the ones that we're talking about, they're not on the list now. They've gone waitlisted. So as of now, we went over RoboCop. We went over Valkyrie. I believe those are the only ones. So those went waitlisted after our conversation last week there. So for everybody who's like, oh, they're gone. They're coming back. I went on Big Bad Toy Store after I heard all the news from everybody. They're all available everywhere else besides Show. They're all available everywhere else. Yes. And thank you, Jay. Yes, that one went waitlisted too.
And that's one thing you guys got to remember too. Just because something's either low stock or selling out on Sideshow doesn't mean that nobody else has it. You know what I mean? A lot of people forget that. The only thing is that other retailers have less stock than Sideshow, but doesn't mean that they're all sold out as well.
Correct. And again, I still think we're still playing the game where things are coming back and forth. Jay was mentioning the Batman. That one went waitlisted before and came back. Right. So, so which again, which it did, and it's now gone again. But again, that's going to be the game we're kind of playing with Hot Toys right now and /Sideshow. But I want to go. This week's going to be a little bit more interesting here. So, Batman is still up there from last week. Reva is still up there from last week. So is War Machine, right? So we already talked about those. We don't feel like they're selling out right now this very second. It looks like that's still holding true here. So I kind of want to go into the new ones on the list here. So first one, I want to go with Groot first. I want to go like in reverse here. So Groot, deluxe version from the short series there, $275. Now this one over here is the first time we're seeing this one come onto the almost gone list. On a scale to 1 to 5, let's go with Flavio Torres Dominguez. What do you think for Groot. That's always your name during this segment. You're Flavio Torres Dominguez. So let's go.
I'm
Flavio,
just
what do
trying
you
to
say
figure
to
out how
Groot?
you pick, what made you find that name, but I like it anyway.
Don't worry about it. It's just your name. Relax.
The Groot, I don't know. It was for his little shorts show. I don't remember how far back it was when this was announced, but I feel like they would have made a lot of these though, you know? So I'm not too sure about that one, but he's not that. It came from a line that, you know, it's a one and done type thing. I don't think they're gonna. It was a short series, so could be facts. I think it's gonna be
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Fabs.
I would say like a 5 or 6 of it being true or not.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing how you got all the way to 6 because it's 1 through 5. So I'm really curious. How did you land on 6?
Well, I thought you said 1 through 10. Sorry, I would say a 3 then. A 3. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Unreal.
Fucking potheads! I swear to God, I can't work on these conditions. I can't work on these conditions. Yeah, put the scope on in there. Hey,
a 3.
Get close to the camera. I want to see your eyes.
Yo, this is crazy. You guys are nuts.
The devil's lettuce is in you, son. The devil's lettuce is in you. All right.
Yeah,
whatever.
100%. 100%. All right, so now let's see. All right, so wait, it's my turn?
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead, Fabs. I'm still disappointed, Flavio. I'm just gonna look at him.
Changed my name.
He just got that an hour later.
Oh, jeez. I'm so disappointed in you, Dominguez. So disappointed in you. Way to be a stereotype.
Crazy.
Way to be a freaking stereotype, I swear.
Yeah.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
All right. So
Shut up.
Groot. See, the thing is that this is the deluxe version, so I don't know. So I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's false, and I'm gonna give it a 2 because I'm not 100% sure, but only because it's deluxe. Because they usually go first, but again, I don't think so. So I'm gonna say a 2.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a 4. I think this one's real. I don't think this is one that was made as much as you may want to think it is. Because again, when it comes to this one here, this is technically, I want to say like a reissue, but obviously it's not because it's a little bit different. The original one from Guardians of the Galaxy is already out there, and I feel like people who have that copy or still have that copy and they're not buying a second one, and people who miss out on that don't want to pay aftermarket prices, so they're going with this one here. So I don't think the pre-orders were that high on this one here. I actually think this is a real one here. So anybody who is interested in this one here, I'm going to say for me, this is a real almost gone here. I'm going to go 4 on this one here.
Ooh,
What's the chat saying over here, guys?
nothing.
Nothing? You said
I don't
nothing? No one put in a vote?
Well, no, we
Someone
got
put in a
Jable
vote.
said, yeah, he said between 3 and 4. Then Peyton said 4, but that's it. Only them 2.
Only you two? Ridiculous.
Yeah, the Groot double for me. Here's one they're getting to. Oh, nice. Hope there's more. I wouldn't mind eventually getting to the Groot. Yeah, I got one Groot, and I wanted another one too.
Yeah, I wanted this, but I'm not.
I only ordered the deluxe because I want to get that see-through one. But I have a feeling they'll be available later on, and I'm going to get another one.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm not gonna rush for it, but it is a bummer because I honestly this Groot, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I would bookshelf this guy. Like, it would be cool to put him in the living room.
Fabio,
next.
What is this? A celery stick? Unreal.
See what you guys did?
All right, so we got a 4, we got a 3, we got a 3. Dominguez got a 6.
6. Wow.
Collector says, "What are we voting for?"
Oh.
He's not paying attention.
No, I think Collector wasn't here last week, so
he's
so
concentrating
Collector
on the popcorn. That's why.
Well, just in case, if anybody doesn't know what we're doing, like, we're rating on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. Is this a real like potential? This is going to get sold out, or 1 is this not really sold out? Is this kind of a fake out? So that's
Right,
what we
it's
kind of
just
do here.
Is it really almost gone, or is it not? That's like we're trying to see if they're bluffing or not. Who has been smoking them tweeds?
That's I love that.
No, that Groot is very expensive for that price, but it's like you want it, you gotta do it. He gave it a 3.
Okay.
So he's in the middle. Who Groot? Yeah, Groot is expensive. All right, next one.
All right. So next one we got Black Adam. So this is interesting here. So there's 2 versions of Black Adam. One that's the all black suit, and the one with the golden armor at the end there. The black one is already on waitlist, which is interesting. So I don't know if that's a legit one or not. But that is interesting. That one's already gone. However, the golden armor one, which is the more accurate comic version of the suit, that one is listed as almost gone here. So we'll switch it up here. Fabs, we'll go with you first this time here. What do you think? Black Adam, golden armor, the black one, the black suit is already waitlisted. Is the golden armor next? Your thoughts?
I'm gonna do a 1 for this, and I'm gonna say absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay. It's like no way, Jose.
No way.
Okay. Torres, what about you?
I'm gonna say a 4 for this one. Just because I mean, again, I feel like with DC I tread lightly. I'm not a huge fan of every DC movie, but I feel like people liked the movie, but I don't think they were like, oh my gosh, this was like what we were dying for. You know what I mean? And just the fact that he's technically not going to be in the role anymore is also kind of weird, but I don't know. I give this a 4 just because I don't think that they really went too crazy on making these, but I could be wrong.
Stop changing his name, Fabs.
I didn't even notice that.
Stop changing the poor kid's name.
It's weird though that the golden one is still in stock though. You would think that the black version would be the one, I don't know, to not go out first, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird thing. I think they're just the way that we've been talking about this the past couple weeks. It's hard for me to even believe any of this stuff because they're just so far out. I feel like you're gonna be able to get them at some point, but I give it a 4.
You changed your name like again, by the way, just like in case you're not paying attention. I'm just not even saying nothing, just watching like, okay, yeah.
This
sure,
guy.
Talking about, yeah, I just got that.
5 clams though.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we got a 4, we got a 4, we got a 4, we got Nefty with a 4, we got Black Adam with a 4, we got Eric with a 3.
Thor's a savage. Listen, look at Thor's comment. Oh my god.
Oscar, you.
He's like, shut the fuck up already.
Oh my god.
Damn. Leave him alone. Leave Brittany alone.
Have some clams. Leave Brittany alone. People who didn't see the Golden didn't look at surprise. Oh, look at that. Thule got a 3. Black Adam and Cyber Combat. Ooh, can you imagine? That'd be a good idea.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Fabs, how do you feel? I know you like the golden one, so I mean, what are your thoughts, man?
Wait for Black Adam.
Yeah, for Black Adam.
I did already. I went already. I told you a 1.
Oh, you're right. My bad, bro. My bad. The lettuce is rubbing off on this side of the screen. My bad.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. I think this one's real. I'm gonna call it a 4, like Torres said as well. It makes sense here because number 1, the movie was not that big of a hit. Number 2, Hot Toys tends to bail on DC like figures quite fast because they don't perform that well. So as much as I like to believe this one is going to be available later down the road. I don't think that one will. I think this will eventually sell out and would be a real waitlist one. So I would actually go on and say this one's a 4. As much as I'd like it to, yeah, I do, because it's DC. DC is on another level when it comes to this. There, it's
funny you
always
mentioned that,
different.
I was gonna say, you really think that this is it for DC? So it's a good point. It's a good point you bring that up.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, you know, when it's Marvel and Star Wars, you can kind of gauge it a little bit more for like relax, like, no, it'll come back, something like that. But DC, like, it's a hard hitter. Like, they make X amount and that's it. They're done. They don't do a second batch. They don't, you know, by popular man, we're gonna do it. No. If they miss out on the bag when it comes to DC, they will do a 2.0. They will always do that for DC. They'll always do a 2.0, a reissue of some kind of fur figure. I mean, look how many Dark Knights we've had in the last 10 years. I mean, they will always go back to the well. But they always play it safer with DC because DC movies don't tend to perform as well, and they don't tend to pre-order as well as the rest of the other IPs that they have there. So I think this is legit. I'd say it's a 4. And now that we know that it's not coming back, the Rock, that is, I wouldn't hesitate. If this is something you really want to have in your collection, like, don't mess around. I would pre-order this one here. Get it. Definitely get
it. One thing, you know, I feel like we're doing, and I don't think it has anything to do with each other. Like, for example, the fact that Black Adam is never going to play that role ever again. You know, The Rock's never going to play that role ever again.
Right. One and done.
Right. But that does not mean that Hot Toys is not going to try to capitalize on that character. You know what I mean? So just because he's never going to appear as that character again doesn't mean that they're going to hold back and scale back the amount of figures that they're planning on making. So I don't think that's true. You know what I mean? I think, yes, it'll affect sales because people who would like the continuity of him being Black Adam in the future, they're going to be like, oh, you know, whatever, I don't want that figure. Fine. But it doesn't mean that Hot Toys is going to say, well, they're not making this guy ever again as a Black Adam, so let's just make 100 of these. Like, I don't think that affects them. So I don't think that's why I can't believe that you're bringing up DC because of that.
I can tell you, I mean, I can see your point of that as well too, because, you know, number one, it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's a big name, like, you know, person in Hollywood, very popular. But I don't think that negates it from, you know, it being a possibility that is a real almost gone warning there. And the reason why I say that is, again, because it's DC. I mean, we go back to DC with the DCEU, with everything we've had there. If it isn't Batman, there's no guarantee. Superman, they didn't do a lot of Supermans here. Not enough as far as I'm concerned. Look what they did with Justice League Superman, the blue suit, the original cut. That one, they did not make that many of at all. Now, that's Superman. It's a major character. Why do we not do that? Because the movie didn't perform very well. Right. Look at the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn version. Great movie. Didn't perform well at the box office. We never got a Harley Quinn. That's almost like when you're doing a line for Suicide Squad, how can you do a Suicide Squad line without Harley Quinn? We got King Shark, and that's it. Of all characters, we got King Shark, and everybody else to the side there. So when it comes to DC, I feel like it's almost like the rule of like, oh, well, this is a popular actor, this is a popular character. That doesn't apply the same way it does with Marvel and Star Wars. I mean, Paz Vizsla got a reissue because of a shield. If Paz Vizsla was DC, that we would never see another Paz Vizsla ever again. That's just how it is. So I mean, DC always gets the short end of the stick when it comes to the Hot Toys. So when it comes to an almost gone on a DC figure, I take it a little bit more serious than the rest of them, personally.
So you're saying that that you have a feeling that they're not going to make a Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad movie.
The film was now 2 years old with not a single idea of she's still going to play the character. They already got Lady Gaga coming in for Joker 2.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
So there's no guarantee at all, especially with DC being shaken up like that.
You know why I didn't put that, you know, that she wasn't, that they weren't going to make her. The reason why I never thought that, never crossed my mind, was because over the years, they've made about 4 to 5 Harley Quinns.
They made a lot. They made a lot. Yeah.
It would be an easy figure for them to make since they've made so many already. They already have the body. They already have the clothing.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously would have to make new clothing, but clothing is not not an issue. Head sculpts. They got plenty of head sculpts, and all they got to do is just put the hairs on, whatever hair she had for the movie, and that's it. So that's why I wasn't counting her out. But you have a point. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're not, but they've made plenty of her, so that's why I would never think that they're not going to make her again because they did her so many times already.
Yeah, it definitely was surprising when she wasn't announced. I mean, and Joker kind of put it there in the comments. He says, the Harley thing pisses me off. She's been made 10 times, but when they finally get it right, 0. And I couldn't agree. That's such a true statement. And that's kind of what gives me some more confidence when I say Black Adam, like, hey, this one's a real one. This one's definitely a 4 for me because the fact that we have them, the movie didn't do so hot. The DC EU is gone. Everything is being rebranded, rebooted, and all that stuff like that there. I mean, there's a good chance Hot Toys is saying we're just going to cut our losses and we're going to move on from this and, start with the new line when they're ready for that there. So I say this one's a real one. I'm going to go 4 for those reasons alone there. So we'll see.
Yeah. Gambit says Black Adam Deluxe with the fanny pack and the turtleneck. And don't forget that gold chain.
Take my money. Take my money.
That gold chain around the turtleneck. It's classic. The Harley thing pissed me off. She's been 10 times. Yeah, exactly. Yep. In her supposed to be making a Black Adam. Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, we're saved. We're saved.
Yeah. All right, D-Lo, go ahead. Next one.
All right. Actually, let's go with you again, Fabs, here, because this is your favorite stuff here. Neon Tech Iron Man. This guy right here actually has a Neon Tech Iron Man. Bought it, even though he doesn't like the gantry, just because he wanted the extra helmet piece that the new one has here.
Wow.
So,
determination.
I feel like you deserve to go first on this one here.
No, I definitely want it for that's the only reason why, just for that different plate. And like I said, eventually I'm going to get it. I don't think so. Again, nobody's looking for this. Nobody's looking for gantries. Nobody's looking for Neon Tech anything. I feel like a lot of people don't even like the figures to begin with. So this is by no means almost gone at all.
Flamingo, what do you think?
Flamingo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go same thing. I gave it a low score last time we were on here. It's still here on the list. It's the highest ticket item on this list. So why would it be selling out that fast? I doubt it. I'm gonna say 1. If I could score it a 0, I'd probably do that as well.
That's my score too, a 1.
But yeah, there's no way that this is gonna sell out.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to waste too much time talking about this one. It's a 1. I don't think anybody in the chat really cares about this one either. So let's be real. It's a 1. It's going to be around way longer than Hot Toys and Sideshow want to admit. So nice try.
Just put it into perspective. If this is supposedly an almost gone status, that Mark 6 with the gantry should be right there next to it.
Right. That's true. Okay, let's just move on to the next one. So I don't want to do Ahsoka right now. We're going to save that one for last because that one is a very good topic to cover at the end of this here. So let's kind of skip back over to good old War Machine, Comic War Machine for $375. Flavio, let's just go back to you again one more time on this one here. What do you think about this one? Do you remember what you gave it last week as far as this one's concerned?
I know I gave it a low rating. I might have gave it a 2. But I'm gonna bring that back down to a 1. Also, that's in the same boat for me as the gantry situation. I really like those animated style ones, but it's not my forte whatsoever. I'd rather get a realistic MCU style War Machine before I go this route. I don't know if the hype is real on this line, but for me, I'm gonna give it a 1 just because I don't think it's really hitting like Sideshow is saying for it to be in almost gone status. If it's a high number on anybody in this panel, I would say because of the quantity. But again, it's Iron Man, it's their baby. I doubt that they made low quantities on this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna go for 2 on this one here. I don't think it's going anytime soon. It might go before Iron Man does, when eventually those start to pick up in sales and stuff like that there. But in no way is this gonna be low stock forever. It's gonna definitely get released and be on the site for a while before it sells out there. I mean, I just
Yeah.
like everything you said there, Flavio. Just like it's their bread and butter. They're gonna make more of these than they need to, and eventually they're gonna be discounted. So, Fabs, what about you, bro? What are you feeling about War Machine, the comic concept one?
Another one that's a one for me. Again, it's an expensive figure. It's not something that's mainstream. I love the thing. I ordered it. I pre-ordered it already. I pre-ordered all of them, all three of them. Obviously, we got the main one, the Iron Man, already. Now we're waiting for this one, and we're waiting for the stealth suit Iron Man, which is that bluish one. Um, I love the figure. Again, it's not mainstream, so a lot of people aren't for this stuff, but this is not selling out anytime soon, so I'll give it a one.
I like it. Yeah, I'm with you on this one here, guys. I mean, this is kind of a nice try sideshow, but we know what's up on this one here. Let's get to Riva though. Riva's an interesting one because we had a good talk about her last week because we felt like she had like sneaky, not necessarily grill potential, but she reminded me a lot of how everybody reacted to Ray from what you call it, the last movie there, where she kind of came out of nowhere, low pre-order batch, but then she eventually sold out pretty quickly when she got onto stock here. She didn't go last week, but her buddy Grand Inquisitor did. The Grand Inquisitor, we thought there'd be more of him available, but apparently, according to Sideshow, we were wrong, and he's gone now. We'll wait and see what happens if that's real or not, though. But Fab, let's go back to you here real quick, bro. Riva, third sister, not a very popular character from the show. Definitely is not big on everybody's radar, but she is still on the almost gone list here. Do you feel any different from you felt last week? Do you think that she's definitely going to be selling out soon? Or do you think this is kind of here to kind of boost up sales? What do you think?
No, I don't. Yeah, same thing. I think they're just trying to make people buy her. She's not selling out anytime soon. She was not, even though she looks good as a figure, a lot of people didn't like her as a character. So for that reason, and obviously knowing that you guys love to have an attachment with these characters to be able to pre-order a figure, from what I got from when the show was out, a lot of people were like, oh, about her. So I don't think this is selling out anytime soon. So I'm going to say one.
Okay, sticking with his guns, and that's what you said last week as well too. So you're still sticking with the one after a week of her almost being gone, but still there today. Okay, no problem. Did you pre-order already? I'm sorry, I didn't hear if you did or not. Did you? No.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I pre-ordered her.
No, I just was asking. I know sometimes you don't pre-order
Oh, yeah,
day one, but I know you pre-order eventually.
I didn't do it the same day when she came out, but I did it eventually. Yeah.
I got you. Flavio, I remember you were kind of sweating about this one here. You didn't know how to feel on this one here. Another week, another opportunity. Are you starting to feel the pressure? Do you think you're going to start pre-order now, or do you think you're still going to hold on to see what happens with her? What do you think?
Well, yeah, I was really upset that her and the Inquisitor went on this last chance list because they're just ones that I definitely knew that I wanted from day one. I'd want to have them flanking my Vader, and also with the other sister and brother when they finally come out. But I don't know, man. I went like on a 4 or a 5 on this one last week, but I think I'm gonna drop this down to like a 1 or a 2. And the only reason I say that is because I think the one that was the one to go first would have been, her. And not because of popularity, but because of the count of, maybe people didn't like her that much. There was a ton of people that were, raving and saying that they didn't like what she brought to the show and they didn't like her, acting and all of that. I thought that she would have sold out first because she wasn't that popular and people didn't like her. The Inquisitor
Right.
goes wait list. I want to call it a 1 or a 2 on this because I think that was their plan from the beginning. I think their plan was to put these both on this list to generate sales for her, to generate sales for her. And now he's gone and she's still there. So that tells me that wait list opportunity for him, if you click that you want to be on that wait list for him, I think you'll get it within the next couple weeks. I think it'll pop up and say, oh, here you go. You can buy the Inquisitor, because I think he's fully in stock. I think he's going to come back. That's what my hope is, because I think she's the true one that was supposed to sell out first. And if she didn't, the quantities are high for both of them. And I think they're just going to be bouncing back and forth on wait list. If you click on, one of them, I'm sure you'll get it. So that's what I'm hoping, guys. I want both of them 100%. I will chase them if I need to, but that's what I'm hoping for.
That's an interesting take here. So you're saying you're thinking that Sideshow kind of used the Grand Inquisitor to push units for Reva, because Reva's having a harder time to sell. You may be onto something. I think that's a really, really.
I think they do that. I think they do that to create leverage when
they do that all the time. They'll release a figure first that they know may not be a hot sale, and then they'll give you a better one to hope that you would buy the set to have them together.
Right.
That's common. They do that all the time.
Right.
No,
now think about it.
That's very true. Now you got me thinking about that. Now that's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
let's say hypothetically speaking for a second, Grand Inquisitor is gone. And he is it's a real wait list and he's done and you don't get him here. Do you think that because there's no motivation to get her, that she's going to sit on Sideshow now?
Sit. Absolutely.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah. And you know what? Now it's like my mind is, I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to fast forward into this, but just thinking about it, dude, who knows? That Ahsoka got pushed back twice. That first Clone Wars Ahsoka went on sale. It's sitting still. What if it's just because they're nah, we're not ready to receive that? You know what I mean? I feel like they create leverage on certain figures to benefit the ones that they know that are really going to be selling,
Right. Well, I mean, we'll give it to Ahsoka in a second here. Because I want to dive into it, because that's the big question here. That's the one. So we'll cover that there. Okay. So with the Reva thing, I'm going to be honest with you. Flavio, you really impressed me with your argument there. You've actually swayed my thinking on this here. I'm going to go with you here. I'm going to go with a 1. I think because of everything you said right there, solid argument. If the Grand Inquisitor is out of the equation, there's no motivation to get Reva unless, you were one of the lucky people who got the Grand Inquisitor. So it only makes sense for those who didn't really want her, but only were going to get her because of the Grand Inquisitor. She's probably going to sit now. So unless the Grand Inquisitor comes back, then she's not getting pushed anytime soon. So I'm going to go with you. I'm going to say 1. I like that. That's good stuff, Flavio. Good stuff there, bro. Okay. So let's finish up with good old Batman over here. Tactical suit Batman.
Read this super chat. Read this super chat. Oh my God.
Put it up, bro. I'm gonna shut up until we get to the super chat here.
That was a good one, dude. Shout out to Gavin. That literally made me laugh.
There you go. They did.
No, it's good. I want to.
That's crazy.
Put up She-Hulk rated. Yep, that's true. Yeah, they do it all the time. It's very true. Thank you for your comment, William. Let's see. Super chat from Gambit. Let's see. Fortnite. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. It might be the weed, but Dominguez is onto something. Oh my God, Dominguez! I think you got their attention, Dominguez. Good job.
Jeez. Honestly, Flavio, that has got to be the smartest you've ever sounded on the show before. I'm like blown away how good that was. You have that
or he memorized.
It's like that. No. Like he had that Will Ferrell, Frank the Tank moment where he's debating and he blacked out and he just had all the answers. and he
gears
didn't
were
know I
turning,
got it
man.
there. It's like, what happened? I blacked out.
Oh my god!
All
Thank you,
right,
my
all
friend.
right, on to-
Appreciate it. All right,
All
go
right,
ahead.
so on to tactical Batman over here. So Batman lives to see another day here. This is the Batman that no one asked for, but we're getting anyways here. All the same. A lot of hype with the Flash trailer. Ben Affleck, Batmans tend to do very well here, yet this one is still here. Faz, with you, man, what do you think here? I mean, what do you think this one's still got a little bit of hope left in here, or do you think we're just gonna, by next week when we talk about this, he's gonna be gone?
No, I don't think he's gone. I don't think he's going to be gone anytime soon. Even though, we just talked about that whole DC thing. I don't think so. It's not a new figure, even though it's not a reissue, it kind of is, but it's kind of not. I feel like the only people excited about this figure are the ones who didn't get it, who didn't get the first one. And maybe people really looking for the base as well, because a lot of that sells figures too. The new
Sure.
bases, for people they really like those new bases. So I'm still gonna say a 1 for this, because I don't think so. It's too close to the original tactical suit release. So again, I'm gonna say a 1.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna up the ante a little bit. I'm just gonna go with a 2, just on the comments that D'Lo said, just because I feel like it's iffy with DC, but it's an old figure, like Fab said. I don't think there's any rush of it going anywhere, just because it's Batman. It's hard for me to believe that they would make a lot of this, like, even if it was an old release, but it's not 100% the same. Like, the base is different, I think, but I think this is also to drive sales, because they already have the preconceived notion that black and gray, the blue and gray suit is coming. It's around the corner. So I think they're trying to get as much as they can before that new one gets announced, and they don't want to sit on this one. So I'm gonna go with a 2.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. For me personally, I already own the original here, but you know what? I keep circling this one. Like, I almost want to get it, and I'm never the type to double down on figures. You guys know that. I like this figure because the original was done by Hot Toys based off the concept artwork. So a lot of it wasn't 100%. Like the color is way better. It's way more accurate to the figure there. I think the body is going to be newer as well too, because that's one thing I didn't like about the original. It was kind of stubby, where it felt like he was kind of short because of all the armor that was so bulking him up there. So I think personally, this is going to be a really good do-over for the figure. I wouldn't even call it a reissue or a 2.0, but a redo and modifying some parts of it there. And some of that does appeal to me there. And like Fab says, I didn't get the base with the original Justice League Batman, and I kind of regret it now. So this would be my second opportunity to pick it up. So, I want to say I'm going to go a little bit higher in this one here, because I feel like if for somebody who has a possibility of getting Cyborg, the double pack there's still a lot of good DC that this would work with. So I'm going to go a little bit higher than everybody else. I'm going to call this one a 3. And we'll leave it at that for now. I
hope not.
But
I hope not.
But we'll see how I feel next week with this one here. But I want to get into Ahsoka Tano again. That was what we led off the show with. And ironically, guys, she is on this list. What is going on here? So we have a officially released Ahsoka Tano available. 2 of them, DX20 and 21. But it says almost gone. Now, this is the first time that we have a figure that is out in the wild as of today and on this list here. And we've been theorizing for a long, long time. Are these real? Are these fake? Is this a real wait list? Is this not going to wait list? Well, we've been playing with the game and having fun with, right? But this has me interested the most here, because this is going to be the first real test, this game of chicken we've all been playing with Sideshow as collectors here. Is it really going to be, are these things really getting waitlisted? or are they actually going to hit the website here? And that's why I want to leave this one to last year. We're not going to rate this one here 1 to 5. No point in it because the figure's already released, so there's no point in playing the game there. But now that we have something that is going to be do or die, and we're going to have a chance to really prove this theory right or wrong, guys, what say you here? Is Ahsoka Tano going to be sold out before we officially get our orders here, or is she going to actually make it to Sideshow's website? What do you guys think? Anybody can go first. Who wants to go first?
I want to go first just because I want to put my theory out there again. Sorry, Fabs. But there's no way. There's no way. I feel like since I've started, I've never seen this. It just got released today, and it was still on pre-order for Sideshow. So I want to say absolutely not, just because it just got released and it's both SKUs. I think what's happening here is it's their program, their programming system, however that may work. There's no actual person going and running the warehouse and trying to see how many they have in stock. It's just impossible. It would have to be so critical, like so down to the T for them to know how many units they got. I think what's happening is the system reads a code when a specific amount of people are purchasing the item, and it flags for almost, because it sees that a ton of people are buying it. I think the reason that it's on this list is because everybody's hyped that it just got released. So now their quantities are saying, oh, all these people are buying it. It's in low stock, but it's not really in low stock. I think they have a ton of quantities on them. And twofold, with that being said, if that's wrong, I think it's going low stock, almost gone, because they've already accumulated that many orders due to pushing it back 2 times and taking all that stock. And now they want to get rid of it and make sure that they're not holding on to it. So either way, I think it's either a fail-safe in their program that says, hey, this is being bought this many times, we need to look at it, or it just pings that and says, oh, it's in almost gone, until somebody manually changes that back to in stock, or they just want to offload all of the units that they've originally bought and want to make sure that they're coming out on top. That's what I think. So I think this whole last chance, also, this was launched with the update of the website. So I think they're also capitalizing on this specific section of the website, because they're like, wow, look, a lot of people are actually positively or negatively looking at this specific tile on the website, and now we got them because now they're actually looking at what we want them to look at and worry. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting take there, because I mean, you make a lot of good valid points again, Flavio. I mean, geez, I think you need to take your medicine more before every stream now. It seems like you really are onto something. I'm very, very proud of you here tonight. Very impressed. But
crazy.
But no, that's an interesting take there. Fabs, you were live last night with Graeme on the Jedi's Night's Watch, when someone kind of wrote to you guys here that it was now on the Almost Gone page here, and now fast forward less than 24 hours later, we get the official announcement: Hot Toys has released the Ahsoka Tano figure. So, Fabs, I mean, for you there, I mean, do you agree with Flavio there, or do you think that, this is actually a real waitlist situation we're looking at?
Ahsoka is not selling anytime soon. Ahsoka, she is a very, very, I know when she was announced, a lot of people ordered her just because of who she was. It was right during the time that we got the announcement for Clone Wars, Ahsoka as well. So I don't think they're going to be sold out by any means anytime soon. I think what they've been doing, though, is by adding those little tags almost gone on those pictures, all they're creating is, doubt. You know what I mean? I don't think, this is going anywhere anytime soon. And you're going to see a lot of these figures still here next year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility for sure. I mean, the thing about why I wanted to wait for this one last is because this is the first one that's been released that has hit this almost gone list or, potential wait list here. And like I said, we've been theorizing for months now. For months now that, these wait lists are all fake here. Now, I'm personally, I agree with all you guys here. I think that you're absolutely right. I don't think this is selling out at all. I think this is just pushing units, kind of hoping for the best here. But the reason why I wanted to end with this one here is that moving forward, let's say we're all right, and she makes it to the Sideshow website. Do you think moving forward that's going to hurt Sideshow when it comes to people pre-ordering or when they want to do the blue screen day and freak everybody out in the community?
I think so.
What do you guys feel about that there? How do you think, if we're playing this game of chicken with Sideshow all these months, and now we finally have a release, and now they have to show us the real numbers of what they have. They have to go from almost gone, and let's say it does hit the website like nothing's there, and this thing sits. What do you think that's going to do for everybody who's thinking about pre-ordering these figures moving forward? And everybody, all the influencers I want to add out there who are saying that everything is low batches now.
There's no such thing.
What do you think? I agree. But I got to talk about it because a lot of people out there are telling collectors everything is low batch. If you want it, go pre-order now. And we're the absolute opposite over here on FabsFigures, where we're saying, no, it is not. This is not real. It's not going to happen.
I've said that, multiple times. There is no way, and I've said this again, word for word, just like I'm going to say it now. There is absolutely no way that a company is going to start, for example, Hot Toys started making, 100 figures, okay? As any other company, your goal is to always move up, increase, right? Do more work to get more money, right? So there is absolutely, and it doesn't make any sense for a company like Hot Toys, and we've heard they've acquired more factories and all this stuff, so they're not going to get bigger physically to do less work, to give us less figures. It doesn't make any sense. No company really does that. Obviously, every company wants more work and to do more to make more. So that alone, for anybody to be saying that there are low batches, it's insane. It's ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense. I don't know where you got that information. Whoever's saying this, I don't know. I've never heard this, so I'm just talking, in general. So none of it makes sense. So for whoever's saying this, to be telling people they're small batches, do you know what that means? That means that the value of Hot Toys is going to shoot up tremendously from one day to the other. That's not happening anytime soon. So that's 1,000,000,000% wrong to be telling anybody that they're making small batches. Some figures specifically, absolutely. Everything from now on, never. Never, never, never.
Wait, so rewind there for a second. So you're saying things going forward are going to be small batch, but whatever was done back then? I'm sorry, I got confused here for a second.
Hot Toys will never make small batches. Like I said, there will be figures, specific figures here and there that are very, very limited. Absolutely. Are they making small batches in general? Never.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, and that's always been true with anything. Yeah, depending on the figure, the popularity of it, sometimes there will be a smaller batch in between. But the majority of figures, you're saying there's always going to be that need to make as many as possible.
Correct. They're always going to make tons, because remember, it's all per license, and they have to figure out how many figures they can sell at a certain price to be able to make some money on it. right? So they're not going to get a license that, for example, let's just say it's $40,000, $50,000, $100,000. And you're going to make what? 200 figures? For what reason? So you don't make your money back? That makes no sense.
Yeah, for real.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, and this is why people, you guys, and this is why I say, I say it jokingly, but, there's a lot of people who just because, again, you got a channel and you got, the subscribers that all of a sudden, they start talking things that if you start questioning, how are you even coming up with that? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Right. So that's why, again, being around for that long and again, seeing the pattern, seeing what goes on, and I've watched and lived, the change throughout from 2008, 2009, all the way to here. You know what I mean? Like with as much as I am involved with the company, I am 100% sure of that. You know what I mean? They'll always make figures, tons of figures for specific figures and limited numbers for specific figures as well. That's just the game. But they are not and will not ever, you heard it here first, ever start making all their figures small batches. It doesn't make money and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's kind of what I want to get to the bottom to there. Cause I mean, we've been, like I said, we've been playing this game of chicken for so long, and now we're finally in the situation where, okay, now you got to show us your cards because this figure's released.
This is for the Thor.
Wrong.
But yeah, I mean, this is exciting times now. We're past the phase of speculation. Now we're gonna get some hard, concrete evidence. Whether what we're talking about is wrong ourselves or what everybody else is feeling here.
This is an example here. So Peyton says the DeLorean, I heard it was a small batch. Vehicles in general, because of what they are. Like, for example, if you get a figure, right? Let's say they make, 10,000 figures, right? That's a figure. That's one thing. But to make 10,000 vehicles is a different world. That's not happening. So those vehicles will always be, I'm not going to say small batches, but they're not made as with the same volume.
50%.
The same volume
Yeah.
as they do figures. Obviously,
nor would they. It's a higher bracket price range for certain collectors.
Probably like 50%.
A lot of space. It's not something they're going to invest that heavily on.
Right. So vehicles are understandable. Vehicles are not going to make the same amount of vehicles that they do for any given figure. That's just a no-brainer. They're not going to make 10,000 vehicles, 20,000 vehicles, or even
never
thousands in general. They will make enough though. They'll make enough to affect the market, but they're not going to make enough. For example, if they make 10,000 Batman figures, they're not going to make you 10,000 Batmobiles. It's just not going to happen because they know that everybody's going to buy that, that same the vehicle the same way they're buying a figure. Price, space. So that's what so that makes sense, but not the way you're saying it. It's not that it's a small batch. No, they just always make smaller batches of vehicles because of the fact that you're not going to make the same amount of vehicles as they do figures.
Yeah, and it goes the same with other things that they offer too, like quarter scales. They're going to be sold in lower batches just because of the price range and the space requirements for stuff like that there. So I mean, that's always going to be normal. But for your typical 1/6 scale, I mean, Fabs is probably what Fabs is trying to say is like that. Those are definitely going to be there. They're going to be there. You're not going to have to worry about those there. You're going to have your chances, and you're going to have your chances in the secondary. And that's kind of why I wanted to go with this here. I wanted to go with this here because, for me, looking at it here, the reason why I'm so excited about this Ahsoka thing, because it means so much for so many reasons here. Obviously, one, it tells us what Sideshow is telling us here, if, this is real or not. Now, the bigger question is, do I want them to be telling the truth right now? Absolutely. Absolutely. See, the last 2 years, we've been going through like this ridiculous secondary market drop with everything being devalued, whether it be new figures or old figures here. Everything has been so low there. And I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second. if Sideshow, for the first time since I've been buying from Sideshow, is telling the whole truth about a scenario here, that changes everything. That changes everything, because a lot of people, a lot of influencers, because I've been listening to them. Then, by the way, shout out to the influencers that be stealing our fucking shit. I've been noticing. I'm like, you guys keep doing it, I'm gonna start calling names out there. I don't appreciate that shit.
Wait, what do they do? What are they doing? I don't know. What happened?
They're starting to steal our topics and stuff like that. I've been keeping an eye. You guys been talking about the same crap for 6 months straight, and suddenly you want to come with topics that only I've said before. But whatever. It is what it is. But
don't worry.
Back onto the subject here, though. No, I mean, I'm gonna start calling y'all people out straight up.
He's about to
you better like and subscribe too. You influencers better start. You better start dropping super chats to Fabs over here, because I'm not giving away this information for free. But but all the same though, like, let's say I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Let's say it's true. Let's say this is a real deal Holyfield we got on our situation. Ahsoka Tano is almost gone. It is gonna sell out. That is gonna do so much for the secondary market, which desperately needs a boost. Because obviously everybody knows what the BST groups look at. Everybody looks at Facebook Marketplace or eBay. Yeah. It's straight up like depressing. It's depressing looking at these figures that you own or want to buy, and then suddenly it's a deal like for $100 less a month later. That is not how this stays. I don't
understand why people do that.
Well, I mean, because they can right now. That's the thing. Because there's so much to go around. There's so much dead stock out there that, you know, in order for you to get somebody to notice your post, you got to lower your price by a ridiculous amount and take a loss every single time. And obviously that wasn't always the case. And, you know, I'm not saying every figure needs to make you more than what you paid for it, but you definitely want to get as close to retail as possible, at least what you paid. So, you know, at the end of this here, if Hot Toys, to summarize, is telling the truth, that is a big win. That is a big win for collectors, whether you're one of the lucky collectors that gets the figure or not. That's going to give me more confidence that the hobby is going to continue to get stronger again, that it's going to rebuild itself, and that it's going to be one of those things where, like, you know, we can enjoy the idea of buying these figures and not feeling like we're almost throwing the money away because we're going to lose on a deal if we buy it too soon, or Joe Schmo is going to sell it for half of what I paid for it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense, guys?
Right.
So in a way, it would be great if this is true, but if it is, let's go the other way with it. Let's say it is not. Let's say it is not that, and we are not seeing these sell out. These are going to hit the shelves. It's possibly going to get discounted. If that happens and all these wait lists start converting and they start hitting the website here and they stay on there, that could be a huge blow for the hobby altogether. So interesting times we got here. Interesting times seeing what's going to happen here. Obviously, I hope these numbers are closer to true than not. I think they're in the middle personally, but it's going to be interesting to see when these figures are officially released by Hot Toys, if these waitlists convert or not. Because I think I didn't see who wrote it in the comments there, but they did write it. I think it's a way to control the stock and not having to discount everything. So, and that could be was it Joker? That sounds like something Joker said. That's like him, but that could very well. Yeah, because I mean, I think everybody has kind of gone through this whole phase with everything. There's a shortage because of the pandemic. I think Single Soul Writer has said before in the past that the cost of plastic is expensive. We theorized so many reasons why this is happening here, but I think now I'm so glad we're at the final stage of this here where we can actually get these figures in hand or not, and really know, do we need to start pre-ordering it? Is Hot Toys back? Are they back and better than ever? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why I wanted to end with Ahsoka Tano, because I feel like that would be the good thing to end this conversation, because we're all excited that she's released, and now it's the waiting game. We're going to find out she's a great looking figure. There's no reason not to buy her. I know people are saying like, well, her show is going to come out pretty soon. By the time the show comes out and the figure's released, you're going to get that figure in 2027. You can enjoy this one for the next 3 to 4 years.
And it's going to be a different suit anyways. It's going to be a different
suit. Probably.
Yeah. So I want to have all of them.
The Thor, my friend, got to run on a great stream, fan. But thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here as always.
Logo Lou.
Shout out to the guy.
Right now, yeah, Marvel. That's the thing, and I think Marvel is the most overproduced line too, so that's annoying.
Right.
They're just messing with the buyers, but they still probably chase more people. That's exactly what's happening.
That's where I'm going with this here.
It's just turning people off because it's a game. You know what I mean? Like, just be truthful. If you have plenty, just leave it alone. If you don't have plenty, then tell us your truth, so we know how to what do you call it? How to purchase. But if you're playing games and telling us, false information just so you make the money and you don't get stuck with product, that's not right. And that's kind of like a scumbag move to try to play us so you can make that money so you don't sit there. Meanwhile, you're not letting people use coupon codes for things that are already in stock. So it's ridiculous how they're getting petty with that stuff. And it's just, I think it's going to backfire. And I think it already is backfiring, but we'll see what happens in the long run. I've seen people getting waitlist conversion. Yeah, it happens. It happens all the time. It's not like it's like a rare thing. Like, people get all excited because it converts because it's part of the plan. You know what I mean? They have you doing this on purpose. These waitlists, these almost gone, to get you scared to buy, and then then you're screwed. Roberto, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Thanks for the stream 2023. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo? Let's see. Yeah. So no, that's very. It was a good conversation. It was a good point, and it was a bunch of good topics that I feel like need to be spoken about, because if that's the misinformation that's going around in the channels, that's not good. Because I understand that you guys go looking for these people who claim to be experts and all this stuff, but. And again, I'm not putting anybody down. Everybody has their own views, and everybody has their own, their own mindset and their own mentality on stuff, and their own speculation on stuff. So I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong. What I'm saying is, it's reckless to talk like that, because knowing that people do listen to you guys, and you're telling them this wrong information. Because what you're telling somebody is they're making low batches. What that means is low batches means more demand and less product, right? So that means that the figures are going to be worth more, right? So you're essentially telling people, don't worry about whatever figure it is. If you want to order it, buy it, because it's going to go up in value no matter what, because they're making less. So you'll never lose money by buying any figure that's out now or that's coming out because they're low batches. That is the most wrong information you could give anybody, because it's not true. So that's what you guys have to do. You guys got to be very careful with who you listen to and the things that people say, because people are very quick to say things without any knowledge and any basis to any of it. Because again, you could just say, "Oh, well, we're just speculating," but that's wrong. That's not a speculation. Telling people they are making low batches is 1,000,000% wrong, because it doesn't make sense. As a company, they will never do that. If they went from making low batches naturally and organically and just because that's just what they could produce, now that they've gotten this much bigger, you think they're going to go back to making less? Like, it doesn't even add up, when it comes to logic. So just be careful, guys. But I got a couple of super chats. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Gambit says, thanks, guys. Got on. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the super chats, my friend. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us company and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Luis in the house. Good night, guys. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Fake scare tax. That's exactly what is happening. They're just getting people to buy. And look, it happened with Graeme, and it happened with Flavio right as we're streaming. They both went. They said, "You know what? Because it makes you doubt yourself. It makes you like, man, like, do I really want to risk it and hold off, or do I really want to, miss out on the figure altogether?" So
you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy.
No, you don't.
That's the game they're playing. That's exactly.
Trust me, it's better to purchase it than be that guy.
Exactly. I want half of this to go to Dilo and 2 to 5. Thank you. This guy, unreal. Always trying. He's always trying to take advantage of me. Always trying to use me. Always trying to abuse me. And then he's like, "Hey, man, you don't have me on your show. I wonder why." Always abusing me. Unreal. And
Things like this.
You don't abuse me in private. You abuse me in public, which is even worse. Unbelievable. Stop giving advice. Just talk about pearls. Exactly. That's the thing. Just talk about the pearls of what may or may not be. Disagree here. But yeah, that's the thing. If you're telling people to, do certain things with their money, and you're saying something like that, like small batches, think about what that sounds like. Think about, this is a worldwide company, right? This is not an American company. This is a company that services the entire world. Okay.
Yeah.
So think about that. Think about a company that's worldwide making less volume. Makes absolutely no sense. So that's what you guys got to be careful with, who you listen to and what you listen to. It's all fun and games, but when it's regarding money now, somebody tells me, they're making smaller batches. My assumption is they're going to be worth more because it's going to be less. It's going to be more demand and less product. So I'm going to start buying everything.
Like you said in the past, they would just number them at that point.
Correct. Exactly. So again, guys, just be
and they
careful.
never will. They never will do that for that reason alone.
Absolutely
They'll kill their own business. They'll kill their business because think about it. If they're not that company, they'd be making thousands from the get-go. To all of a sudden, what are they going to make? 100, 500? Like they'll kill themselves. So it's not.
And they would have started off like that, like
exactly. If they wanted to be a limited company, they would have started as a limited company, and that would have been it. But it's not. It's not that type of company. So anybody saying that is wrong. It used to be that way. Figures were produced. Yeah, it used to be that way in the very beginning when they were not. When they were starting off, when they were not.
When they were in the red.
In the year 2000, of course they were making less. In the year 2003, of course they were making less. So absolutely they were making less. So this is 100% true. The problem is, they're not making less now. Never. Impossible.
Yes, especially not with all the licenses that they got acquired now compared to then.
Right. It says no advice needed. Think for yourself. Exactly. And that's what you guys got to tell these people putting this advice in your heads. When you guys hear stuff like that, your first comment should be exactly this. All of them.
To jump into this real quick here, Babs, to this point of Joker, because Joker's my boy here. I mean, he's one of the guys who's always in every one of our streams, and he supports Graeme as well too. So we appreciate you, bro. And that's what we're trying to get across here, Joker. Like, I mean, I'm reading your comments and reading it in the chat here. Like, Fabs is not giving advice. He's advising you to take your own advice, is what he's trying to say with this here.
To wake
because
up.
the end of the day, to this day here, no matter what you hear from us, no matter what you hear on anybody else you listen to, it's your money you're spending at the end of the day. It's your decision of which figures you want to buy and don't buy, right? The only thing that comes down to is like, are you getting enough information from the people that you're spending your time with that you don't have to spend your time with? We appreciate you being here. Are we doing you a service enough to giving you both sides of the coin? I mean, if you look at this panel here, which honestly I love, like streaming with these guys specifically because we're three different individuals. Fabs buys everything. He's been in the game longer than anybody else. Nobody can question this man. That is why he's the Hot Toys veteran, right? I myself been in the game pretty long myself too, but I'm more of a savvy buyer. I'm more of like the theorist kind of guy, like what if and all that stuff there. I'm always sniping. I'm always looking for a good hunt, right? That's me. Yeah. And then you got Flavio over here. Flavio's the newest one of the group here, and as far as being a collector in the Hot Toys here. But you know what? He can relate to a lot of people who go through the common FOMO problems that people have, the concerns about, whether I should put a pre-order on this here, if this is going to hurt my budget. He goes through all. So you're getting three perspectives differently every time. You notice we rarely all agree, but when we do agree, you want to take that to the bank because we're being honest because we never agree with each other.
That is true.
So at the end of the day with this here, we're not here to give you advice. We're here to give you an open mind about everything here because
point out different stuff. That's it.
Because there's one thing I know for sure. If we make a mistake in this hobby, and I say we, I mean all of us, not just three in the brand, but we make a mistake in the hobby, the first person we blame is not ourselves. They're going to blame the guy that they heard it from and told me to do this here. And it's his fault that I swiped my credit card that he had no idea I was buying that day. Let's all be honest. That
That
right?
is true.
We are not going to look at the mirror and point our finger at us. We're going to say, oh, this guy told me this, and oh, what a lie, and oh, this place here. No one told you to do it. You did it yourself, right?
Hence the magnets.
Right.
No, so that's another thing. And
that's the thing. Is we're gonna give you all our honest opinions, and that's what they exactly are. They're just opinions, but they also are opinions that come from different levels of experience.
And me specifically, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I am not the person to be told what to do. Like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to buy. Don't tell me. I'm not that person. And I will never do that to anybody who's not asking for it. You know what I mean? So if you come to me and you ask me a question, I will give you what I think, it is what it is. But I will not sit here and tell you, guys, you should really go buy this. And I never have, and I never will. What you do with your money is your problem. But if I can help you avoid wasting it, why wouldn't I? That's all I'm doing. I don't tell you, what you do, you can go buy every figure, that's out right now. That's your problem. It doesn't affect me. I don't care about it. But what I do care about is when you have people giving you wrong information that I know it's wrong, and for me to keep quiet and let you guys, still take all this fake, false information, I would be being somebody that I'm not, because I'm very helpful.
You'd be doing you a disservice.
Right.
You'd be doing a disservice if you didn't.
I asked what's his name, Kit Chen for the coupon code, not for me. I asked it for you guys, for the community. So that's just who I am. I like helping people. I like people being able to, I like being able to help people do whatever they need to, whether it's better, faster, cheaper, whatever. So that's just who I am. So to tell anybody, oh, go buy this, or hint at the fact that it would be a good idea to spend your money on something when I know it's not, I would never let that happen, and I can't keep my mouth shut about it. But tell you guys how to think and what to do, never. I'm not that person. I would never, and I will never. It's just because I don't care. You're all grown people. I'm not here to tell you what to do. But if I could give you, any help from my experiences, why wouldn't I do that? So that's where I come from. I'm not here telling you guys what to buy, because I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. What you do with your money is what you do with your money. But if I can help you, absolutely, I will try. And again, even if I try all day, every day, it's up to you to take the advice or not. If you don't, not even the advice, to hear out the story. And it's up to you to decide what you want to do with your life, in general. So I don't expect you guys to listen to anything I have to say. But if I'm hearing that you're being told lies, I'm not going to say, oh, well, that's not my problem. Like, I have to say something, So that's where that's coming from. You can still find this figure back up site. Exactly. That's always here. Just because Sideshow's out doesn't mean it's all out everywhere. J-Bo's my friend, 499. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mando season 3 hype. Yeah, that's going to be insane. That's going to be really, really good. I think it's going to be one of those world-breaking records of the first episode was watched by millions of people.
You might be right.
No, I think
it's been so long. It's been what 2.5 years since the last season. I mean, it's been a while, man. So this is a long time coming. And shout out to Pedro Pascal. My man is killing it. He's got one show that's already blowing up on HBO right now, The Last of Us. Great show, great video game. And now he's got Mando season 3. My man is killing the game. Good for him.
He really is.
Yeah. Thank you, my friend Jables. I appreciate it. We got Commander Crook in the house. What's going on, my friend? There wasn't many collect. Well, that's another thing. So he made a comment earlier that it's 100% true. When we started collecting, because he started back then too. So he's been collecting for a long time. They were not making as many figures. We were actually kit bashing more. That was something we were doing. We were not collecting as much because they were not making as much or making them as fast or producing as many, just in general. But one thing that kept at least me collecting was the kit bashing. So I kept doing a lot of those. to wait until a figure was released, and some third parties here and there. But yeah, no, we came from an era that it was not a lot of us, and it was not a lot of product. So that's very, very true. Louis in the house. What's going on, my friend? Let's see what he says. Hope to see 4 figures behind danger. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. This was for you, Flavio. Pay attention. Unreal.
Oh, I read it earlier.
Oh,
I pointed back to it.
Appreciate it. Yeah. See, everybody wants you to collect except you. Unbelievable. Let's see. Heart Delo. Commander Who, my God, Big Dog Pound. Authenticity, correct. Only thing that matters. Absolutely. That is it. Honesty is key. Someone tells side. Exactly. Yeah. Seriously. Here for the hang. Don't need babysitters. Preaching to exactly. 100% true. 100% true. Yeah, no. Imagine telling every grown man oh, you need to do this. I would never. I would be like, get the hell out of here. Stop telling me what to do. So
facts.
I'm not that person. I asked Fab for about. See, there you go. If you ask me for it, you'll get it. I don't have a problem helping you out, but I will never go out of my way to tell you what to do because it's none of my business. So. Fabs, you're the man, but not the man. This guy, unreal. You know what I need? A YouTuber to start buying me figures.
You and me both, man.
I need one too. Find me one. We'll share it. I'm not jealous. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. That's a great movie. Big hugs on Fabs. I love you. I hope to. Thank you, my friend. Same to you. I appreciate it. You'll think the answer. Yeah, so that's something I heard. So I heard, and this is going to be the last topic we're going to talk about, but I did hear that apparently, and I forget who told me. Somebody told me that apparently the N1 was being announced sometime this week. This is what apparently they heard on another stream. I don't think so because, again, I said from day one, this thing is humongous. It's too big, and I don't think it would be a smart move for Hot Toys. If they do make it, I feel like they're going to sell somewhat, but not as they're expected because of the size of the item. If they do make it, I'm telling you this right now, I will buy it and wait until it sells out and make double the money on it because that's where it's going to happen with that. So if they do sell it, I'm definitely buying, but not the display. You heard it here first. And my source. What source? What source?
That's the joke.
He's saying the source says, trust me, bro.
The source says, trust me, bro.
Oh, that's
my God.
That's the guy. That's the guy who told you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, trust me, bro.
All right, guys. As always, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Awesome show tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Flavio, let them know.
Yeah, I actually was working on my latest video this week. Should be coming out. I'm shooting for hopefully this weekend. I think I can definitely meet that deadline, but stay tuned for that, guys. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube at the House of Collectibles. You guys have been supporting me. Awesome, amazing. My subs have gone up. My followers.
It's funny you mentioned that because I noticed that too. You came out of nowhere and you already got your pages are blowing up. Yep. Your Instagram and everything. By the way, guys, everything is in the description below. His Delo's and Flavio's channel and Instagram page. But yeah, I did notice that. I noticed that you get a lot of support, which is awesome.
Yeah, it makes me feel really good. I mean, because trust me, guys, that was always my vision to want to launch my own, channel and stuff like that. But every single day, every single video, there's that little bit of uncertainty in the back of my head of, do I really still want to do this? Do people want to see this? But it's crazy. People still tell me, don't stop. I get nothing but support. So I appreciate everyone that has been there and is just watching, and stay tuned, guys. It's just coming out little by little.
And remember,
also,
it's always for you, not for the people. So you do it for you. You don't do it for anybody else.
well, that's the thing. Like, I definitely do want to do it for myself. Like that, I want to show everybody that, but just the fact that people are actually watching, I didn't expect any to get even one view, and I'm getting views. So that just makes me feel good. And also, guys, stay tuned because I'm at least getting the first front half for the plexiglass. I'm buying that sheet within these next 2 weeks. So I'm going to be cutting that. I'm going to be placing that front piece on there, and then I'll just have to get another slab for the side. So stay tuned.
I thought you were going to announce the collection tour.
Nah. No time soon for a collection tour. But after I complete that, on to the next shelf. And, collection tour, stay tuned. It's definitely going to happen, but not anytime soon, guys.
Shortest collection tour ever.
Dilo. Fabs, getting closer. Yes, sir. I'm at 1,900 and whatever it is. But yeah, I should be at 2K soon, and then the giveaway at 2,500 again. So stay tuned for that. Very exciting. Go ahead, Dilo.
Rock on. Well, gentlemen, great stream.
You go, Flavio.
Look at that.
Thank you, Texas Finest. I appreciate you, brother.
Another one. Go
ahead.
Nah, gentlemen, great stream, man. Had a lot of fun. Always hanging out with you guys on Tuesday is always a blast. Shout out to Fabs for upgrading us to 1080p. He treats us too nice. He gets his fancy nights things. We get to find pretty things here on FabsFigures. It's nice over here. Y'all should come join us.
Guys, let me let them know. So slowly but surely, right now. So I upgraded my StreamYard to the professional, so it's not basic. I'm not a basic bitch anymore. I'm a professional now. So we have
you're still blurry as shit. I just want to say that for the record. We're 1080p, our first one, and you still blurry as shit, bro. But me and Flavio, we looking good over here, so it's all right.
No, Flavio's pale. He looks like a ghost right now. But
I'll fix that. Don't worry.
But yeah, so far I upgraded my StreamYard, so now I'm a professional, which means 1080p stream, right? But I still got my webcam from 1992, so we got to change that soon. I'm getting my microphone tomorrow. I already have everything else for the setup. I just need to install the microphone. Camera. I have to get a camera. That's the next thing. I have to get a new camera. But stay tuned. I'm going to be looking full HD soon and sounding angelic. Get ready for this voice.
Get ready, folks. Just when you thought you had enough.
Exactly.
Fab says,
just remember,
hold my beer.
Guys, clip this for the before and after. This is before the mic. Remember this for after.
So angelic.
Oh my god, too much. Too much there. Yeah, so just I don't know why I bother with this guy. I really don't, but yeah, straight up, man. Oh damn.
I mean, good night,
the comments there. Yeah, but gentlemen, thank you so much. It's been an awesome stream. Tuesdays are always my favorite day.
Wait, Thule, 26 spots left. No, he's asking about the raffle. Guys, the raffle. 26
gotta plug it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get this raffle done, guys, please. I'm tired of these raffles. Just hurry up and buy.
Stream goes on. This guy, look what he said. I swear.
He's not wrong. I regret printing it. I regret bringing them 1080p because as soon as I turn and look at you, like, actually, I shouldn't have mentioned it because you just blurry your shit right now.
Soon.
Just change the bunny ears to the left side of the room. It'll be fine.
No, Will, you didn't miss it. I didn't do it. Because of the Delo's game, we're doing the figure of the week on Saturdays, unless Delo's not here, where we don't play the game, and then I'll do it then.
I will be here on Saturday. There, you heard that now first. I'll be here for Saturday stream. But yeah, guys, just wrap this up here. Great show. Always enjoy having these Tuesdays conversations here. I feel like
he says Fab has the.
I'm trying to wrap this show up. Stop it with the comments, guys. Come on, man.
Go ahead.
Jeez. No one makes me bleed my own blood, but yeah. So, D'Lo the Collector on IG. Thank you for support as well too that I've been receiving. Definitely, it's very cool to be embraced as quickly as I have, considering that I'm not the YouTube guy, as I always say here. So, but I will be doing this real soon for Fabs' channel. I already published my original terrible room tour, and you guys seem to like it. It's got really good views for literally no like voice or music, or literally you're just looking at me. So I'm gonna put more effort in, because that was a whole bunch of stuff I gobbled together and mushed and made it a video for you. But I'm gonna film Scorsese Tarantino style room tour for you guys with the new fresh stuff here. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna start working on it this weekend, and then hopefully I can get that out to you guys soon, so we can kind of go over all the majestic stuff I have in this room here, and
paid it.
Give the IRS a reason to have a heart attack.
On Saturday, we're going to be talking, about the show. So make sure you guys watch the show. We're going to talk everything on the show. So make sure if you're going to come on the show, we're going to talk about everything. So don't say, oh, I didn't watch it. Make sure that you do watch it, because we're going to spoil it if you haven't watched it. Greatest show on earth. Thank you, my friend. We are trying to be not the greatest, but the most legit,
authentic,
the most honest, the most authentic, and strictly for collectors.
Oh, I like that.
Kind of makes us the greatest when you put it like that.
Strictly for collectors,
Collectors,
by true collectors. Remember
there
that.
You go.
Keyword: true collectors.
We're actually in the trenches with you guys. We're not getting paid to say this stuff.
Right. And we're not buying one figure every 6 months and saying, I'm a professional, So
or statues.
Or statues.
Well, no, I'm just saying, or no statues.
I did get into statues, guys. I forgot to tell you guys. I'm selling all my stuff. All right, guys. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Don't forget, watch the show, because it's going to get spoiled. And we'll see you guys in the next one.